You guys want to hear a Jacob not so fun fact?
Absolutely, I do.
So you remember the black and blue versus gold and white dress thing?
Oh, yeah, that happened.
Yes.
Was that pre-COVID?
I think so.
That seems like a pre-COVID thing, yeah.
And I never actually saw the white and gold dress. It was
I think it was just a dumb internet thing that was made up. Like,
I think
people were
so, too.
arguing things that was garbage.
But, fun fact, or not so, the man who made the dress recently went to jail for trying to murder his wife.
What?
Yep.
How the fuck did you find that out?
On the news.
You watch the news?
Sometimes.
I guess you have the news piped to your phone.
Right, yeah.
And you're
Yeah,
like,
I don't
and you're like,
tune into the
this
news.
gives me so much anxiety. And I'm like, then don't do
I'm
it.
not worried about the dress man trying to kill me.
Well,
He's in
What
jail.
for? Do you know?
Nope. Just tried to strangle her.
Strangling.
Yeah.
that's a tough, but it didn't work.
I guess not. It was attempted murder.
It's attempted murder. Yeah,
Poor
I wonder if
thing.
he used the dress.
Right,
And then he was
tied it
like,
around.
and then he was like, what colors are now, bitch?
Or look at her turn from white to blue.
Gold or white? Maybe like he was colorblind.
It was the rest of the people, though, because it was just a black and blue dress.
It was gold and white.
It wasn't, though.
That's what I saw.
Dude, bullshit.
No, I think people posted different images.
I think so,
I think
too.
I think so too.
Like, I was like, this is so he didn't make the dress. He just posted the image.
No, I think he made the dress. I think it's the maker of the dress that tried to kill his wife.
Oh, like he sewed it.
Maybe. I don't know.
Damn.
Or
that
he made the design.
it's just stripes.
It's still a dress.
Yeah, that's true. Yikes, that is not a. What a depressing way to start.
Moist Monday.
Let's get into it, baby. How's everyone doing? Welcome back to the Moist Monday podcast. Happy middle of May. How's everyone doing? Today, we got a special guest, Izzy. But it's not an Izzy's Insight. This is a full episode.
Hi.
Last time you were on the pod was a long time ago. I don't even
Literally such a long time.
I don't even remember.
Probably the last
It was Moist Movie of the Month.
Well, yeah, but those don't count.
not like the insights though. It was probably the last power hour
Power
that we
hour,
did.
yeah. Which literally I'm working on clips right
You
now.
might have
from
come
that.
on around New Year's at one point to talk about that.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, but it was probably just an insight.
Yeah.
But hi.
How you doing?
I'm good, you know.
Let's
I'm
hear
hanging
about
out. Hear about
Yeah,
it.
tell us about
Yeah,
it.
you haven't been on the podcast. You got some insights to say? You did. So we recorded 3 years ago for people that don't
Correct.
care.
But they recorded while I was at work.
Yeah, so you came in and you're like, hey, got an insight. Can I record? And we're like, save it for Monday. So here we go. Do you remember it?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I was like, guaranteed that you would forget.
I should have done some prep work. I need both of you to close your eyes.
All right.
Okay, this
Okay.
is going to be, I have to move.
She needed
so.
prep work for us to close our eyes.
This is an audio podcast. So this is what it's like. My eyes are closed right now. This is what it's like for people just to listen.
Yeah, it's our first chance to just be fans of the Moist Monday podcast.
Oh my God.
I was out of town.
Jacob was in Asheville, North Carolina. We talked about that last week for people that actually follow the podcast.
I know how much you love this man, and I know that you would never let me. Should I?
What is
I don't-
going on?
I don't know. It got louder, though.
And I'm
So I
feeling
know that you
things.
love Hank.
Yes.
And I've talked to Jacob multiple times about getting a new Hank because Hank is broken and Hank has been through so many things. But Jacob is not into that idea. So I fixed him.
What?
If you would open your eyes, I fixed
Oh,
Hank.
shit. She
What the-
rebuilt him.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Can we call him Michael now?
God,
he got a
so
nose
he
job.
has a couple of
Oh my
really
God.
bad scarring issues that I need to go through. If you would notice, if you turn the back of his head, his coloring is a little bit different. It's a little bit patchy.
Oh, my God.
How the hell did you do
Did you
this?
paint him?
I did.
You made him tanner.
So it's because I had the nose piece, but
Dude.
he also had like a big portion above the lip and underneath of his right eye that was like completely gone. So I just filled it in with construction paper and glue.
What?
Jesus.
And so I needed to paint it because the construction paper was white.
How the hell did you do
So
this?
I color
good.
matched Hank as best I could, and
you
then
could be
I
like a freaking plastic
repainted
surgeon.
him. No, I couldn't. But he's
my
very
God.
scarred. I
I
still have
literally-
some work to do, but I wanted to show you guys. That was my project
Oh
while
my
Jacob was gone.
God. Holy shit. For people
Alright.
just listening at home, Hank is our unpaid intern. He's
Yep.
been around since almost the beginning. A while ago, he lost his nose. And
now he's got
and
one
now
The
he's
back.
first
back.
time, the
We're
first
gonna have
time
to
that
update-
Hank was used.
we're going to have to get more merch now.
Yeah.
Because we have a shirt of him missing his nose. I literally posted on Instagram yesterday
A
of
photo
young
of him,
Hank
yeah.
with his nose missing.
But
Sure
now,
did.
now it looks better.
Oh my God, he looks great.
I'm so happy you think that.
That is incredible. I don't even know how to begin doing that.
I'm so glad you like it.
No,
that
yeah, it looks
was
great.
my secret that
Did you
I
like
kept.
fix his eye?
No.
His eye looks different too.
I carved his eyebrows out a little bit.
I see
You can
that,
tell
yeah.
that.
Holy shit.
Because I had to repaint his entire
So
head.
you were just sitting face to face with him for hours.
Yeah.
How was that?
Just color matching.
So now do you like him?
No.
But you did all this time with him.
Yeah, because I know it means so much to you guys. You know?
Would
You
you
know,
consider changing his skin color?
No.
All right.
I
No,
mean,
because-
he's tanner.
Because then also I would have had to color like his,
His hands, yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah, but look at the difference for people.
I know.
That happens.
It's so bad.
He also has very gross
This
hands.
was also like my maybe 9th or 10th color match that I was like, I'm just so tired of putting more color into this.
God, that's incredible.
So Hank is back.
Hank, you're freaking back on the market, dude. We got to set him up a dating profile.
You
Thank
You
you.
totally-
need Hank on Tinder? We should make him a Tinder.
That's how we met.
Oh my God, dude. We should make him a Tinder and that should be a segment on the podcast
Hank's Tinder.
where we swipe through and see if we get matches for
And
Hank.
then you could meet a really cute girl through Hank's.
And then Hank shows up to dinner. At
But you sit him there.
No,
But
at the
then
red
dun, dun,
at
dun,
the
dun.
red mug.
Yeah.
It's Hank.
It's like a private dinner on like a Tuesday.
Oh
You're the
my
only one.
God, that would be amazing.
There's that guy who
I would do that for you. I hope you know that.
yeah, I know.
would totally do
We know
that.
the people. We know the
I mean,
connections.
there are
to it.
people who have married mannequins.
Well, dude,
Which
there's
is so weird.
They even had kids with them. They just bought mannequin babies and called it theirs.
but they gave birth.
There's that really good movie with one of my favorite actors, Ryan Gosling.
Right.
About he falls in love with a sex doll,
Yeah. You could have sex with him.
but he doesn't have sex with her.
You could have fingers.
But he doesn't have parts.
Fingers.
I will tell you, as a woman, lift it up again. These fingers and these fingers are the fingers that boys usually use too far apart.
You break them.
You could break them, I
Hank?
guess.
You know Carl Weathers in Happy Gilmore?
Yeah.
That's what Hank's hands look
Right,
like. Except if he was missing a few fingies.
Oh, they move.
That's incredible. So when did you do this? When he was gone?
While
Damn.
Jacob was out of town.
Damn, that's awesome.
Thank
so was
you.
that your insight you wanted to talk about on Friday?
Yeah, I didn't know what to call it, but like I didn't
Hank
want to be
unveiling?
like, "Hey, I have something to tell you,"
Hank's a
because
new
you guys
man.
would be like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah,
so I
she
just
literally
said,
said-
like,
she
"Hey, I
literally
have
says-
an insight."
I had a secret.
Today, I kept this secret for probably a week and a half.
A week and a half. Damn. Look at him now, dude. I'm proud of him.
I'm so glad you like him. I still have some things to do. He still has some scarage that I think I could make
It's all
a
right.
little bit better.
Girls
but,
like it.
Yeah, dude, chicks dig body damage.
But also be so nice to him because half of his face is paper now.
Which I would, if you were to be like, it doesn't look like it is. It just looks like he had a rough night.
Yeah.
He did. Yeah, he had a really rough night.
But he's fucking back in the game. He needs to get a gold chain, dude.
He does.
We're bringing the chain back.
You are.
No, we are.
It's a one-man army.
It's working. I've been wearing this, and Wes is like, I didn't get a chain.
Oh, shit. So
let's,
it is you starting
let's go,
something.
dude.
I don't think I'll ever fall for that one.
Why?
I don't like necklaces.
It's a
I think
chain.
he'd look nice.
I like it. Are you a ring guy?
No, I don't like jewelry very much.
That's why we're getting tattoos.
Oh, instead of rings?
Mhm.
Speaking of
Speaking
that,
of which.
wedding update. We haven't done a wedding update in a while. Is it segment time?
Sure. We have an official hashtag now. And-
this is the break. I don't know this.
So
And,
I'll
like-
explain. Or sorry.
We forgot about
Yeah.
this until I pulled up the website because it's like we have to send out our invitations.
you guys have a website? I didn't
Yes.
know, but damn.
Yeah. So
I'm learning with the audience right now.
it's a hashtag we came up with before we even talked about it. I just completely forgot about it.
Whoa, so even before
It's
we
so
Yeah.
remember we
cute.
did the hashtag thing on the
No,
podcast?
it was before that. Because we had the website like started before then.
Okay, what is it?
Hashtag simply delightful.
It's
Pretty good.
Okay. Okay.
I like it.
love it.
That's okay, I get it. I
Also
like it.
because the competitor was get jizzy with it.
See, that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted.
It can
No.
be it can be like the gorilla hashtag, like the secret
Oh,
one.
I'm gonna
the secret
that
hashtag.
one's
That's
gonna-
so funny.
That one's going trending.
Yeah.
But it's not photos of your wedding.
But simply delightful. Like, come on, that is so cute.
It just makes me think of that song, Simply Irresistible,
What?
even though it's different.
What?
You know that song?
Nope.
No.
I don't know.
You know, like Blur or something.
Do you have
No.
like an artist?
I think it's like the guy, I don't know. It's like a love song.
Okay.
I don't know how to sing or anything. But that's awesome. So you got a hashtag, you got a website. What
Yeah.
else? I saw Jacob's
Yeah.
freaking suit today.
The half of the suit.
Half of
I
the
got my
suit?
suit jacket now.
Yeah.
Now we need to figure out what goes with the jacket to make a full suit.
What do you think of the jacket, Izzy?
I love it. So I have not shown anybody my dress except for everybody,
Everybody
except
but
for
me,
Jacob.
yeah.
I literally just saw it.
You
before.
showed everybody your dress but me.
She says I haven't shown anybody but everybody.
But everybody knows because I'm so excited about it. It is
And photos will not be here.
Yeah.
no, and they shouldn't be. But it will match so perfectly.
Yeah, when I saw the photo, I was like,
And
oh,
it's really
yeah.
funny because
It's
like
great.
we're not having a classy wedding.
But you
like
are.
in the sense we're getting married in a bar.
In an
but
event
also
space.
It's a tap room.
the two of us, we are going to look so classy.
It's still going to be classy, but it's not traditional.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's what it is, yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome. It's going to be like, oh, that's your guys' wedding. That's exciting.
And that's what
yeah.
that's what I want. And that's what I want. That's my insight. You know, Izzy's insights. Roll the clip. If you're going to get married, I am finding out very quickly, it is so expensive. Everything adds up.
Yeah.
There is so much, like, even if you get like a wedding book that tells you like what you need to do, like moment by moment, it is so expensive.
You guys have a wedding book, right?
Yes.
We do
But also, we are lucky enough to not have to pay for any of it.
not pay for a majority of it.
You still got to pay for some things,
We
right?
haven't paid for anything yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to have to pay for things. But just like make your wedding, and this is something that I really appreciate him for. Make your wedding exactly what you want it to be, you know?
Yeah, I like how it's like, oh yeah, everybody's like wedding church, and you're like, fuck that, dude.
No,
We're not going to
I
literally.
mean, it just wouldn't make sense. Yeah.
But it's also like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, it's your day, so do whatever you want.
Am I getting a wedding dress? Yes. But are we having like these wedding readings that everybody prepares in the books? No.
Wedding readings. What is that? Oh, like Bible verses
Like
and shit?
scripture.
Well, yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's just a non-religious wedding.
That's
Completely,
dope.
yeah.
I've been to so many Christian weddings, and they
They just
suck
take so
ass.
long.
I know.
What's
They
a
take
full
so
mass
long.
with
And
it?
it's just like, I don't. And then also, it's like the pastor's doing it, and nobody cares about him.
Right,
The
yeah.
pastor doesn't care about the relationship. You know, it's like,
But also, we have an officiant that is so fucking incredible.
But also, a lot of times, Catholics, the priest, they do care because they make you go to counseling with the priest.
oh yeah.
And then they decide if they want
And
to
then
marry
they
you
say,
or
please
not.
have kids.
They did that in that 70s show.
I mean, my parents did that.
Your parents had a Catholic wedding? I guess your parents are Catholic.
Yeah, my mom was, and my dad, whatever the word
Willingly said it.
is. No, like joined the church.
Oh,
I was going to
okay.
say, I have something to say about that too.
Let's hear it.
So, my mom is my dad's second marriage.
Okay.
And the reason that she was Catholic and he was not Catholic, but the reason that she left the Catholic Church is because she was his second marriage.
Oh yeah, and
And
Catholics,
they couldn't get a second marriage done in the Catholic Church.
They don't let you at all.
No.
Are they like anti-divorce?
Yeah.
That's
completely.
Weird. That's weird because I know a guy that's anti-divorce and he's not Catholic.
But look at them now. I'm 24 years old, and I'm the second oldest, and they have 4 children.
And they've been married for 6 years.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. How long have they? I don't know anything about it. How long have they been married?
What? It's been like over 50 years. I think they
Oh,
had their 50th
damn.
year celebration.
50?
Nope, that's
No.
not true.
How
40?
old? They're not 60 yet.
40 year?
No, it was maybe their 30th
30.
year.
I would say, yeah, 30, because your oldest
So they-
sister is in her 30s now. Or no, she's 28 or 29 now.
So
So yeah,
they-
maybe they've hit
So
30.
they got married before they had any kids?
Yeah,
Oh,
they
okay,
did.
okay.
Yep.
I
but
wasn't
she
sure
was,
because like second marriage, you never know.
mhm. Yeah.
Because my mom and stepdad got married when I was like 5.
Sure,
you
yeah.
know? Because I was the first marriage. So all
Oh,
my
I know you
sibling-
were first.
So all my siblings are half.
Yeah. Oh, on your dad's, were you the first marriage kid?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they were like 20.
And then he said 6 cents.
Yeah. Been pushing them ever since. Oh.
Jesus.
Are you guys, I was talking about this earlier before we started recording. I was like, because they're getting married in October. October's coming quick. It's
Yeah.
like May right now. Is that stressful or
Yes.
exciting?
I mean, it's
Or
exciting,
both.
but it's more stressful right now. Just because you have to get things in order, and then I feel like you
Yes.
can really be excited.
Well, and also it's like so much work for one day,
Yeah.
you know?
That's kind of what it feels like for me, too.
Yeah.
It's like, this feels like so aggressively, as somebody who doesn't like event planning, this feels just like so aggressively so much. There is so much that needs to be done.
Well, it's a big day. You know?
But like also another wedding hack, if you include the word wedding in front of anything, whether you're like booking the event space or the flowers or anything, they're going to knock it up like $200.
It's an upcharge.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So then just put like divorce in front of things.
Or like an event. Just
party.
event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, party for like food and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, luckily, like since we're going through a event
Company.
space venue,
Oh, you're getting food through
food
the
will be part of it, alcohol will be part of it, which is super
Oh,
nice.
and that's all of a bundle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so you don't have to worry about that. And then also, I think we talked about, because I've been going back like 60 episodes ago, we
Sure.
were talking about wedding stuff because I'm making clips now. And are you guys doing a DJ or not a DJ or a playlist?
Because my plan is
Because you're like, fuck
I was
DJs.
going to say, do you want to talk about
Yeah.
this?
So my plan is that I've put together a playlist of songs I would like. I'll still have to like edit the order of them, but then I would like to get them pressed into vinyls.
Oh, that'd be sick as hell. And then
I'm
hang
ju-
them or show.
Well, I mean, play them at the wedding.
No, but like after the wedding, like
yeah,
display
probably
'em.
like have a good spot for them. The only thing is I'll need to like do a test run to make sure that it's a good pressing, and also I don't know how to give them the actual music since I don't own music anymore.
Well, I do know that you're able to make custom vinyls. You know, you can do that. It's a
Yeah.
little bit more expensive, and you're able to use songs that aren't yours, obviously.
Okay,
because
yeah.
it's not for resale purposes. It's for
That's fair, yeah.
You know, but I don't know how that. And also, that vinyl takes a while, so maybe you might need to get on it. Because
Yeah,
I was
I'll
gonna
do the
say,
test
literally,
one now.
You have
That
to,
is the issue.
you have
is
to
that
make
like
a custom press for it.
Right,
That's why
yeah.
it's so expensive to make vinyl.
a lot of the people that we were looking for like DJing purposes, they were like, oh, this is a portfolio that we have. And me and Jacob were like, we don't have songs on there that like you
Yeah.
have in your portfolio.
Like he said, you could give them a list of songs and they could see what
that's
they could
what's
play.
so
I'm like,
dumb. It's
no.
like, why can't you just pull up Spotify?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Also, why can't I just
Exactly.
if the vinyls don't work, then I'll just make my playlist. Like that's it.
And then you just got to have somebody. A DJ usually sometimes at weddings though announces people and does like,
Sure.
and now is the time. Like they do all
Yeah.
the stuff, so then the wedding party doesn't have to do it.
But like I would rather have one of us do it than hire a guy just for
But
that.
like usually
Yeah.
at like the reception, you know, the wedding party is not in there, and they're like, "Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time."
yeah, either way, I would still like rather have just a person do that than hire a
Yeah,
stranger.
well, I wonder
yeah.
if you can get Daniel.
Same.
Maybe Daniel could do it or something.
Maybe, yeah.
We've talked about that too.
Yeah.
We also have a bunch of MC friends
That's
Yeah.
true. You
Who
have
would be
you have a
very
bunch
easy
of
to do that, yeah.
talented people.
who have no issue speaking in front
I
of a
was going
crowd.
to say off the record, like, would love
Yeah.
to do that, not being in the wedding party, like having him still like a part of things.
That'd be cool.
That'd be great.
Yeah, I would be against that at all.
I am excited. It's gonna be
You're gonna have to start doing work here soon though too for it.
like what?
What does he has to like help plan stuff, doesn't he?
Yeah, the bachelor and bachelorette party.
But
Yeah.
luckily we're doing a combined one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll need to make the group chat and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Well, also once you guys pick a weekend,
Yeah,
and then I'll
The
get to
6th through the 9th.
maybe.
September.
Okay.
Okay, I'm excited because we're going to the Wisconsin Dells.
Yeah.
So show up.
No, don't. That's my weekend. I'm just excited to just that's one of those weekends where you just wear your swimsuit the entire time.
Yeah, I want it to all you stay in the hotel swimming pool area and just fuck around. I want to be a kid for a weekend.
Swim up fucking bars.
Yeah.
See, it's really funny to hear you talk about this because he went to just like drinks with my sister a couple weeks ago, who is going to be my maid of honor. And she was like, "So is there like nothing traditional bridal that you want?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" She was like his like face on things, and I was like, "No."
What is that?
I would hate that.
But she was like, "What? Like a penis cake? I can get you a penis cake, right?" And I was like,
If you want
It's
to.
for you if you want it.
If you really need to get me like a penis bridal cake, you're more than welcome to. But I personally, like, I
Why-
don't need
I don't
that.
get it.
But
at
also,
all.
why do like bachelorette parties? There's so much penis shit.
I know.
That's so weird.
Because, like,
And like
also,
that's on you guys. Like that we don't do that.
No,
shit.
we don't walk around with vaginas hanging off our necks.
very
and vagina
interesting.
straws
or like boob hats.
boob hats. No,
But, like, you go
yeah.
into a back of Spencer's, and that's all
back
what
of
it
Spencer's
is.
is the bachelorette
Yeah.
Yeah.
party city. Like, I don't understand it because then you get like penis straws, penis
Yeah.
hats,
Like,
penis
Yeah, what's it for?
a sat because it's like you're locked into one penis. I don't know.
I
So
guess.
you got to
It's
be
very-
surrounded by all of them.
Because also, like, you're not supposed to have sex until after you're married.
But,
So,
like,
like the first time you have sex,
that
you
can't
know,
be
oh
a
my
part of the
God.
penis stuff, right?
That has to be all of the penis stuff. What do you mean?
That's so. Yeah, But that if you've never had sex though, I wouldn't want to be surrounded by
yeah.
cartoon penises.
They're gross, yeah.
It is funny. I do like
It's fine.
but I don't ever need to buy them.
Yeah.
I don't understand that stuff. But I'm excited, dude. Wisconsin Dells is gonna be dope as hell.
Yeah, I think if she wants them, she can have them.
Well, I was gonna say we're gonna do like a girls and a guys room.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the girls' room might be a little bit more wild. Than
Well, so
the boys'
I
room.
think it'll just have penises.
No, the girls' room will be covered in cocks, and the boys' room will be us podcasting.
I do want to bring the full podcast setup for it.
No
yeah.
joke.
Yeah.
we're gonna bring the podcast setup with 4 mics, and
That's
it's gonna be
so
chaos.
true.
And I want to edit
That's
it into
so true.
I want to edit it into a
What an
whatever
episode,
it
yeah.
is.
See what it
It's so
is.
stupid.
but it's gonna be a lot of just drunk and just.
So here's a
Or it
promise.
could be like, hey, say a message to Jacob, and then you don't know, and then
Oh, and I'm going to listen to the podcast.
I was gonna say.
no, and then I played at your wedding.
Oh.
I was
That's
gonna
part of my
say
speech.
probably the next time you see me, I'm going to be like in a swimsuit, drunk off my ass, like being on this podcast, just inserting myself into this podcast.
I mean, if
That'll
you're
be
let
the-
into the boys' room.
we'll
Yeah,
see.
it's boys only. We'll
Yeah.
put a sign up.
Mhm.
The floor is lava.
We'll
boys
see.
only.
We'll
We'll put that on the hotel
see.
door.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to do floor is lava.
I wouldn't mind that at all. And with a group of guys, they'd definitely be down for it.
Dude, we're
Yeah.
gonna have so much fun.
Yeah.
The
You guys are
girls'
just gonna
room,
have all
they're
the
just gonna have
dicks.
cocks.
Yeah.
you know?
And we're going to have fun.
Yeah. I can't wait. It's exciting. So, any more exciting like wedding update shit?
We made the invitations.
Oh
and
yeah,
they
you
look
did.
really
Yeah, the
cute.
invitations are really
Yeah.
cool because it's like you guys are doing like classic like Universal Monster.
I
type.
have a really great cousin who does a lot of like poster stuff.
graphic design.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And maybe put him in the link because I don't know it. His name is Ashton. You know,
Yeah,
I
we can
know
link him. We can
he's
link him.
fantastic. He did literally exactly what we wanted.
Do you
for
care
the-
if I post this photo, the photo of it here?
Maybe like blur some of like the real info.
Yeah, I'll blow
Yeah.
the
Sure.
info, but you can see
But
like,
he
the
did-
image wise. Yeah.
He thinking about like the pictures that you guys took, which were fantastic. And then picturing the invitation that he made, he just did such a good job.
Yeah, so a while ago, Jade and I took engagement photos.
Yep.
And Jacob was like, I want to do this. And I was like, well, I can take photos,
Yeah.
but I don't know how to do that.
Do that.
So I was like,
So
here's
it
the
was,
photos.
It was exactly what we
and
wanted.
he did it like in a day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jacob
Yep.
showed it to me, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So
I took that?
Yeah, I think it was your photos that you took too.
That's one of my favorite things when I take a photo.
I took that. Yeah.
Like Jacob's crotch, which
Right
will be
here.
inserted right here.
Yep.
cool.
So that's it for wedding update.
I think so.
I think
That's
so.
that's exciting. Obviously, it's coming quick because we're in May and October's, right around the corner. So there'll probably be a few more, and then there'll be a post,
Be the wedding, yeah.
Woohoo.
maybe a whole episode.
I'm so nervous.
Why are you nervous?
Yeah.
Because I've told him, I feel like there's so much more that we have to do.
We got that book.
hmm
Does that not the book not help?
Yeah.
No, there's so much in the book.
Oh,
too.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you guys were smart though, because it's been a while, and I just saw Stain, so I'm allowed
Yeah.
to say it. But it's been a while since you guys got engaged, so you've had plenty of time. Because I can't imagine like
Mhm.
doing all that shit in like 3 months.
Yeah.
No.
There are people that do that.
Mhm.
I know.
What the fuck? That seems like what's the point of doing it fast?
Yeah, I don't get it either. It's like one of your friends is getting married in like probably 5 months they were engaged for before the wedding.
Yeah.
Yikes.
It's been more than that, but they've also been together for like a year and a half.
Sure.
Yeah.
We were together for 2 years before you proposed.
No, I'm just saying.
But
like,
we've been engaged for a year.
yeah, I'm just saying
Yeah.
like the engagement to the wedding. Like there's just so much stuff you have to do, and it's just like,
but like
it sounds
also
so stressful.
I am not an event planner, and there are a lot of women in my life who are event planners, and they're like, no, I can get this done,
Okay.
and I can't get this done.
Sure.
Well, that's why you have a team.
So
That's why you have people. Well, let's move on to another segment. This is a segment called Taste Test.
good. I want to eat those so bad.
Insert graphic here. Okay, for the taste test today, we got Snyder's of Hanover pretzel pieces, Parmesan garlic edition. So,
They'll taste exactly like you think.
no, the reason why I got these, it even says on the big flavor. So
I'm
these are
so
flavored
excited.
sourdough hard pretzels. But growing up, when I worked in the bakery, I worked like right outside the deli.
Okay.
And the deli always had free samples. Like it was always chips and salsa. It's where they had the olives on display. But then they always had the honey mustard Snyder's pieces like in a thing, and they were the hard snack. Honey mustard, amazing.
Okay.
I've never had the
So
garlic
good.
parmesan, and I'm excited to try this. New look, new great taste. So take a couple of them, dude. Smell the bag.
It's
That's
pungent.
rich. That's rich.
So good.
Parmesan garlic pretzels, though. I'm curious about this.
I'm so excited.
What do you think?
I haven't tried one yet.
Oh, well, I thought you were going to try it. Damn, I can smell them all.
That is so fucking good.
The scent is stronger than the taste.
This is one of those things that tastes exactly like I thought.
No, but based on the scent, I thought it was going to be more aggressive.
Sure.
Because the mustard ones, those ones are very pungent.
I've never had those, yeah.
Those ones are so good. These aren't bad, but it's mostly pretzel.
Sure. I think that's kind of what you want.
I was hoping for more flavor. These are mid. These are mid, actually.
All right. No, I think they're fine. I couldn't eat a whole bag of them just because that's a lot of that flavor.
See, if this was the flavor that I grew up on, I could eat the whole bag in one sitting. But the only problem with the mustard ones is that your breath smells like absolute ass.
I don't think this will be much better.
Yeah. Parmesan garlic. Izzy, what do you think?
These are so good. These are so
It
good.
tastes like croutons.
I don't like.
Yeah.
They are croutons.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just exactly that.
I don't really like pretzels. I don't really like croutons. These are fucking fantastic. I don't know what they're talking about. These are so good.
They're fine.
They're so good.
Now that you said crouton, that's exactly what it is.
It's crouton,
It's
yeah.
100% a crouton. Which I love croutons. I can eat croutons straight.
Me too. I'll
But
eat them
these
like
are-
chip and dip.
These are so good.
These are a little bit
They're
softer.
so good.
Softer as a pretzel for a crouton.
Yeah.
Not bad. I will say, yeah, you can have more.
Thank you.
They're
I'm so hungry. These are so good.
the mustard ones, I think, are the best. Those
Buffalo.
Ooh, buffalo. I haven't had those yet. But
I
I
don't
will
know if they
say
make those in Buffalo.
these are pricey. I think it was like $5 for this bag,
I would believe
which
it.
is wild. It's kind of like the Dots pretzels,
Sure.
but those are fire.
I'm not a pretzel person.
You don't like the Dots pretzels?
I don't like pretzels.
Well, those pretzels are amazing. Have you ever had the Dots pretzel? Oh,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I also
you
don't,
know what?
really like
Oh wow,
pretzels.
they come in like this a big bag, but they're like $8.
Okay.
But like they're like you eat them and you're like holy shit because there's like honey on the pretzel.
I don't think a pretzel has ever made me go, holy shit.
Really?
No, it's always been like, pretzel.
Really?
Well, that's because your favorite fucking snack is Lay's classic potato chip.
Why mess with the best?
Wow.
Fucking garbage.
It's not garbage. At the very least, it's pretty good.
But that's your favorite chip.
Yeah, because at the most, it's the best.
I'm so glad my buddy BK, shout out to BK, if you're listening right now. He texted me a few days ago and he was like, I can't believe Jacob thinks this is the best chip.
It is. It's honestly is.
No, it's not.
Right now we have the mixed box of chips. All that's left is Dorito Cool Ranch.
Correct.
What?
Because they taste like static.
They're bad.
They taste like the sound of an old CRT TV turning on.
That's amazing.
Not as a flavor.
I love the Cool Ranch.
It's whatever. Like it's like
You
licking
can
a
have
9
them.
volt.
I'll eat them. So the Lay's was an option in those?
Yeah,
and they
they're
were gone immediately?
Immediately. Those and Ruffles. Immediately.
Just classic Ruffles? Or
And Cheetos
The
I
classic
had
Ruffles.
Cheetos yesterday.
in my sandwich.
The classic Ruffles are fine too. I'd rather have like the sour cream and onion or cheddar Ruffles.
No, you can dip them in like better things.
What are you dipping them in?
Sour cream and onion. Dip.
See, I don't buy dip. That's why. So I just eat chips plain. So I need flavored chips.
No.
I like dip, but I don't buy it.
I understand the thought process.
Yeah. But Lay's class, that's fucking.
It's the best.
No, it just tastes so. It's like
It's just salt and oil.
it literally
it's perfect.
It literally tastes like oil.
It's the basic of all other chips. There's a reason we started from that.
But
They didn't
this
get
is so
better.
good.
They just diverted.
Gross. Is he just hands deep into this bag?
Yeah.
What about it?
I'm loving it.
I'm done.
and that was taste test. Pretty
Sure was.
pretty freaking fun, dude. I like trying new things. Dude.
Yeah.
I like being a exhibitionist.
Nope.
What the fuck?
Nope,
That means
not
you
the word.
That means you like to have sex outside.
Sure
Yeah.
I
does.
found that out because I read
In
it.
front of people, not outside. In front of people.
That's the idea of you could be caught.
Yeah, you could be caught, which is kind of hot.
It's the outside is the exhibition.
So you are an exhibitionist.
I'm into watching expeditionists. I found it on Reddit recently.
That's also, there's a name for that.
But like, yeah, it's peeping Tom or voyeur.
A voyeur, yeah.
Well, that's not what the
Yeah,
subreddit.
what would you do if you found it in person? Would you watch or would you just
Oh
walk
no!
away? Yeah.
In person, I would.
That's what's wild is the people who do watch in person.
I would be because I'm not in the mood. Because it would be like, oh, I'm just on a walk,
Yeah.
and then it'd be like,
You stumble upon it, yeah.
but I have done it in public.
Sure.
One time I went on a hike,
Yeah.
did it on the trail,
There you go.
What's the most crazy place you've ever had sex?
a cave,
What?
That's a good one.
a cave,
That's
Emma
hot.
Kokota,
Yeah.
And literally, we were like, so this was obviously a few years ago when I was dating. But we went into the cave, and there was like a little offshoot into the cave.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were doing it, and then we heard people come into the cave, and we were like, oh, fuck.
Wasn't it like the coldest thing ever, though?
For her?
Oh, she was on the back.
She's like, it's so cold. And I was like,
not for me.
Fine for me.
My knees are a little cold.
Yeah, but when you're doing that kind of stuff, my knees were fine because I had pants on my knees.
Basic missionary is probably the way to go for that kind of thing.
And then you can easily just like... Oh.
So yeah, she would be cold.
Yeah, because her butt would be exposed.
Her entire back would be on the...
No, she got fully naked, yeah.
No, we were just like a quick sex, you know?
If pants are at the knees, shirts on.
Yeah, shirts on. So just her cold butt was on the cave.
There you go.
It was fun.
Was it stalactite?
It was stalactite for sure, dude. That was we had a lot of sex that weekend. That was good.
It's a good weekend.
We went camping, you know?
Sure.
Camping and hiking and going through the caves. I explored a ton of caves myself. But it's time for another segment.
That was Taste Test.
It's time for another segment. Slippery Sins.
Oh, you're not doing Graboid Factoid yet?
What is that? I still don't know what that is.
We could do. You want to do Graboid Factoid? I don't have a segment for it.
Well, you'll make one and announce it.
All right, I guess we're doing Graboid Factoid. All right, welcome back to Graboid Factoids, the first time segment. So, last month, for the Moist Movie of the Month, we did Tremors.
This month, it's Total Recall.
Total Recall, so make sure you watch it, send us an email.
What is it?
Total Recall.
Yep.
1990s classic with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Great.
And apparently there's triple titties in it.
There sure are.
Great.
Something to look forward to at home.
Which I can't wait. Which, speaking of that, I saw on your counter.
Yeah.
There's a freak show lady with triple titties.
Yeah, that's my coffee table book, yeah.
Yeah. Is she in Total Recall?
No.
So there's multiple triples.
I think in Total Recall it's paper mache as the center one.
What? You only have two hands. Like, what would you do? Two hands and a mouth. Boom.
There you go.
Got it.
Boom. You solved it.
That's what Arnold does in the
That's
movie.
what this podcast is for, solving age-old questions.
Like, what would you do? What would you do? But Graboid Factoids...
Because a girl can't have a third nipple, right?
I have 3.
Yeah, you're not a girl. But, like, is a third nipple, like, on a girl, is it hooked up to, like, the titty factor, Isabel?
You're a woman.
I have no idea.
What are your thoughts?
I don't know.
As a woman?
I want to go grab a seltzer. So I know these are my thoughts as a woman.
About triple titties.
Yeah.
I feel like people aren't going to be into this, but they maybe will know what I'm talking about.
Cindy's loving this right now.
The only time that I've thought about how many nipples a person has is when it was a thing that Harry Styles has like 3 nipples or 4.
I think he has a few.
He has like extra nipples. And it was weird, you know.
Does he really?
But also he's really fucking hot. So nobody really cared. So like I don't know, like I understand like being with a freak show performer, like he finds that shit attractive, but I'm a normal fucking person.
I don't find it. I don't think a third nipple is that weird either. Like they're not big ass nipples. They're small.
I think it's definitely less weird on like a guy than it is like on a girl because
for
like
the longest
girls
time...
because also you have to remember like girls have nipples that work.
I don't know if the third one
doing
works though.
Things, but it's weirder to have like a nipple on a girl that doesn't work than like a nipple on a guy that doesn't work.
None
because
of them
like
work.
Exactly.
I mean, they're still sensitive.
Is your third one sensitive?
No.
You have a third nipple?
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah, I said that, yeah. I didn't know what it was for the longest time.
It's got its own little hair patch around it, doesn't it?
I didn't know what it was for the longest time, but it's literally like it's like right here, straight down from another one.
Teat.
So it's like connected, and it's smaller. It's a little baby. And when I was dating that cave lady,
cave woman,
my cave woman, she realized that it was a third nipple because I was like, I don't know what this is, and she was like, oh, it's a nipple. And I was like, so now I'm like, damn, now I suddenly come with Harry Styles.
There you go.
Dating profile. I'm
similar in Harry Styles.
That is so funny. You should definitely post that.
One nipple away from Harry Styles. So last month we talked about Tremors. Getting back to the segment, I went on because I have the attack pack.
Yes,
or I borrowed the attack pack. I'm gonna buy it eventually.
I own the attack pack.
I'm gonna buy all of them.
Yes,
but I went on and watched Tremors 2, 3, and 4.
I did know this.
Yes, and awesome.
And what's the name of the tremor worm?
Graboid. Remember the first movie?
No.
Oh, well, yeah, that's what they're called. Graboids in them.
Yeah, because that's what he's trying to
Name
come
them.
up with. Yeah. So I went on to watch 2, 3, and 4. I watched them in the background while I was editing. Because I was like, these will be good background movies because they don't fucking matter.
Right.
What I do love about the movies, though, and I didn't know this watching the first one, is our boy Bert, the awesome badass that's married to Reba, is in every single one of them. There are like 9 movies and a TV show now, and he's in all of them. These are his movies.
He just took them.
And I absolutely love that.
Yeah.
Like,
I was going to say, so
that's awesome.
I think the last time I was on the podcast was for Tremors.
Yeah, it's probably the Tremors.
And you know how much I love these two. These two are my favorite characters.
Oh, yeah, Reba and Bert.
So I knew that, like, in the second movie, like, they got divorced or, like, she left him or something. Bullshit.
Yeah, so the second one premise is the main guy that's not Kevin Bacon, the other main guy. He's Earl. He's in the second one.
Okay.
And in the second one...
And he's not leading man handsome like Kevin Bacon.
No, but he's still... I do like him.
Yeah.
The second one...
Who's he playing rock, paper, scissors with, though?
Well, no, they do make a reference to that because he gets a new sidekick and he tries to do it and the guy's like, what are you doing?
It's not Kevin Bacon.
Yeah,
that's lame.
Because
That
it's
not lame, it's sad.
It's a young douchebag kid.
Damn.
Because they get famous for the Tremors.
Sure.
But then, like, obviously there's a bunch of, like, magazine clippings, but he's kind of just living in a trailer again. So this guy comes to get him because there's, Tremors in Mexico.
Oh.
So
interesting.
With, like, a ton of them.
Yeah.
So then they go out, and he's like, you know what? I need to call him the big gun. So he calls Bert.
Yep.
And Bert comes down.
Cute.
And Bert is acting like he's a tough shot, but he's still living in his house by himself, alone and divorced.
Which, impossible.
He went through, like, the fucking peak, and then just... Dude, when they call him, his shirt is, like, stained. He's, like, empty beer cans. Like, he's a piece of But then he call to the action, you know?
Yeah.
And he comes down with all these guns. Like, he shows up with, like, a big rig, and he's like, what do you need? And she's like, this is overkill. And he's like, no, it's not. So he's got all the guns. I love it. They go hunting for him.
Why wouldn't they call them military at this point?
I'm also kind of mad that they made him a piece of shit.
Well, but he did well in it.
But, like, he didn't do anything wrong.
No, I don't know.
Why are him and Reba not together?
Because she didn't want to come back, so they had to write it in.
Understood.
Did you know that Reba got added to Netflix recently?
The show?
Yeah.
We talked about
6 seasons of it, yeah.
6 seasons in a movie.
Yeah.
It sounds like we're doing another spin-off. Episode by episode, baby. I can't wait. That will be right after we do the Taylor Swift deep dive.
Oh, yeah. That we promised 2 years ago.
Yeah, we were going to review every album and song. That's the exact reaction everybody received when we said that.
So that's why we didn't do it.
But, like, also, that would be so great for the channel because everyone loves Taylor Swift.
Yeah, but we
maybe
two
wouldn't.
white dudes criticizing it.
And we maybe wouldn't like it.
Would just...
I will say,
I'm not against her
I will say,
music.
what the fuck is this lyric? I know Aristotle while your boys play Grand Theft Auto. What the fuck? That's on the new album. That's a lyric from the new album.
This is how I feel about a couple of people, where, like, I really like them as a person.
Taylor Swift.
I.e. Taylor Swift and
most people don't like her as a person.
him.
Harry Styles?
No, Post Malone.
Oh,
I
I
really
love
like
Post Malone.
And like Ariana Grande. I like them as people. I think they've been through a lot of things.
Sure.
But I really don't like their music. I don't like Taylor Swift's music. I don't like Post Malone's music.
Post
I think
Malone's pretty good.
Ariana Grande
listen
is
to him.
fucking incredibly talented, but the music that she makes makes me want to blow my brains out.
Whoa. Oh my God.
I'm just like, it's like, you're so incredibly talented, but like, I'm just not into what you're producing.
I do like a few Taylor Swift songs, like Look What You Made Me Do is my favorite song. And then Vigilante.
That's your favorite song?
And then Vigilante
of
shit.
her stuff, not his favorite overall.
And then Vigilante
okay.
shit is my new favorite by her.
Sure.
That song is just so sexy.
89's a good album. That's all I got.
I like when she was country.
Oh, like
making
Because
gay
she
jokes.
was CUNT country.
What? She was 17.
Yeah, it's why it's funny.
And she had a fake southern accent.
Exactly, that's
Yeah.
why it's cunty.
Oh, I thought cunty means like badass.
I think it
Kind
can mean
of.
both, because my sister used that word sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what does that mean? Because you're not allowed to say it.
Or where you're like serving it.
Serving cunt?
Yeah.
Maybe it's a good thing.
I think so.
Or does it mean you're bitchy?
I think it depends who's using it.
See, that's the thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it maybe is a woman thing.
Audio podcast. Is it a woman thing?
Yes.
Okay, it's a woman thing.
It's like a girl thing. It's the same way that, like, I won't be mad when somebody calls me a bitch until Jacob calls me a bitch, and then, like, we have an issue.
Oh, okay, but if like someone's just like, you're a bitch,
Well, also, like,
or that's bitching.
yeah, I don't think anybody has ever said that's bitchin' to me.
Oh, I love saying that's bitchin'.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a lady that I know. I went to Colorado a few months ago for a funeral because her husband died. But she's like she's really cool. She's older, but like literally we were outside the church the day of the funeral and she had like this on like this fur jacket and she goes, "What do you guys think of my jacket? I think it's pretty bitchin'." Like that's just her personality. She's amazing.
Valid.
And her husband died, so you
that's
have to
very
agree.
valid.
No, but that's how she's always been, even
Sure.
when her husband was alive. And I was like, her name is Sally. She just chain smokes cigarettes and it's fucking awesome.
I was going to say that's such a specific time to say that's bitchin' is such a specific time. I couldn't tell you what year it is, but I feel like there's only like 1 year where people were seriously saying that.
She's probably in her 70s, so yeah.
Sure.
You know. But I love it. So go back to Graboid Factoids. Second movie, pretty good. But the problem is like the tremors or the worms, the graboids, they like, I think they maybe have babies and then the babies have legs.
What?
But then they're
They're evolving?
But then they're blind and also deaf.
Why are they deaf now?
I don't know, but they have like, I don't quite understand. They have like sonar maybe. So there's one scene where fucking Bert is laying like in like one of those like tractor things with like the scoopers, and there's a graboid like right next to him.
Okay,
but he can't
because he's frozen.
But since they're deaf, he's like talking and
hilarious.
It's like this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, because I figured
so funny.
It was all off of like vibrations would be how they.
And then
work.
the third one, I don't remember much about it because it just got dramatically worse. But Bert's in it again.
Do they all have legs at that point?
I don't. The third one, I think they start to fly. But then the fourth one, I will say the fourth one...
There's 4?
There's
like 9 of them.
Yeah.
Yes. The fourth one, I think, is like the runner-up of the best.
Okay.
So it goes Tremors 1 and then Tremors 4. Tremors 4 goes back to the olden days of perfection. And the town's called Rejection.
Which is why would they name a town that?
Fucking terrible. But Bert's in it, playing Bert, even though it takes place in the 1800s.
It's a different name, though, isn't it?
I don't know exactly. I need to watch.
I think it is. I think it's an ancestor.
But here's the...
Because I looked into it.
I thought it was Ancestors too, but the movie ends. There's a redheaded chick in it.
Okay.
And he meets her because she's living in the town. And the movie ends with like, I think I want to move here. I'm going to build a house on that hill. And he starts dating this redheaded chick. And then that's the hill that they live in the first movie. So
that's
I'm like,
really cute.
So that must be the ancestors of Bert. But I'm like, but you're playing Bert.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
So, like, being into redheads is just in the family?
It's genetic.
So then I was like, oh, is that supposed to be Reba? But then I'm like, it's the 1800s.
Yeah.
Like,
I love that.
But then there's 5, 6. I haven't seen any of the other ones. But I will say that
TV show.
The older ones.
Bert did a web series.
Oh, I think the TV show Kevin Bacon comes back on.
Maybe.
I looked it up.
Maybe for like one episode.
Maybe one episode.
There's no way he's like a main character.
Because he hated it. But they're fun. And
they are fun.
And I think it'd be so fun. Like, I was talking to you about it. I was like, can we just, like, make a Tremors movie? And that's our... Like, Bert is... That's what he does for a living now.
Yeah.
These are his movies.
He's the Tremors guy.
And it's like, these movies suck. And they were, like, sci-fi originals, probably. But it's like, dude, he's doing it for a living.
Sure. I wonder what the living is for those nowadays.
But
the issue now is that there's no DVD sales.
Yeah.
Which
and that's
is
what
weird.
That's what really funded bad horror movies.
Bad horror, because people
is that people still bought them and collected them. Yeah.
But now everything's on streaming.
On streaming, where like they do become cult classics, but they make no money.
You know, because people are still paying $10 a month for it. But I think it would be so fun. Like, it's like, I want to make movies, obviously, but it's like, oh yeah, what are you known for? Well, I made Tremors 13. God,
I'd want to do a better monster than a Tremors monster,
but dude,
though.
I just think it would be like, you know what you're doing, and you just have a blast on set.
Yeah, it's not hard.
You just like
it's a lot of dirt.
It's just a lot of it is probably just one takes.
Yeah,
and you go, oh yeah, we got it,
and you got to figure out the puppets.
And a lot of them, the cast is like 4 people.
Sure, yeah, because they're in a small town.
Yeah, exactly. It would be fun as hell. I think one of them, it's Tremors on Ice. Basically,
yeah, it's like Tremors in Alaska.
Tremors in Alaska.
Funny.
And Nathan was telling me that they filmed it in the desert, like all the rest of them, but then they color corrected it to make it look like snow.
So things are just really white when they don't
it's probably
need to
washed
be.
out.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that one.
God, anything filmed in Alaska does have that shitty tint to it. Same with like Southern California has that gross like yellowy green tint to it.
It's weird because
even Breaking Bad put that tint on
things.
things.
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
But like when anything took place in Mexico, it had to be like even more effect on it. I'm
well,
like,
that's why
it's still like nice.
So I do
there.
like a daily framed.
Yeah.
And sometimes I can tell.
You can tell off a tint.
I can tell. So a few days ago, it was Twilight.
Yep.
And I had never seen
that
That
shitty
is such
light
a blue.
But it was like it
Yeah.
was blue and greens, and I was like, "Oh, I've never seen this movie, but I knew what it was,
Yeah.
and I got it in 3."
for like
I've never seen
the
Twilight.
Northwest.
I've
yeah.
never seen Twilight.
No, I haven't.
I've seen the first 2, I think, and they're not great.
I love Kristen Stewart
Okay, let's get
and
it
Robert-
right.
she's
and
incredible.
Robert Pattinson. And
The first one is
and
great.
I love the other guy,
New Moon is
Taylor Lautner.
horrible.
Taylor Lautner. Yeah.
Let's do an Izzy's Insights. Twilight. I went to the midnight premieres for everything except for Twilight the movie.
How old were you?
Wait.
Like, do you think when those came out?
I think I was like 13
Okay.
when New Moon came out.
Pretty prime, yeah.
Like 14, 15, 16 when
Did you read all the books?
So you went to all of them.
I
instead
read
of the
all
first
of
one?
the books before before the movies came out. The only reason I didn't go to the Twilight midnight premiere is because I did not finish the book Twilight before.
Wow.
Yep.
How many are there?
There are 4 books.
5 movies.
5 movies
So they did a part 1, part 2, like Harry Potter.
Yeah.
with the last book.
Yeah.
Yep. Half-Blood Prince Part 1.
And this
Nope.
is something that I totally
Deathly Hallows.
believe.
Oh.
I totally believe that if you grew up in the same time that I grew up, I am 24. I went to all of those midnight premieres. It was the best time to be alive. Because
that was your peak.
no, I'm dead ass serious. I'm dead ass serious. Because I went with my older sister and all of her friends. So I had a sleepover with my sister and all of her friends
That's
every
pretty cool.
time afterwards. So I was like,
So
I'm
you're a
cool
part
as
of-
shit.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's a bonding experience, and you get to hang out. Yeah, that's awesome.
And they're
Like
older
my mom,
kids,
like
too.
and like my mom would like do my hair to make me look really cute, and my sister was like, my sister hated me. Don't get me wrong, we're 4.5 years apart.
But for this, you came together.
But for this, she
Did
was
she
like,
also read the books?
This is my
Okay.
yeah.
so
And
she's-
she was the one that encouraged me to read the books, and
She's
also
like 17 when the second one comes out.
But
Then.
it was
This
a big movie, dude.
I think
That's
this
pretty
is
old,
something
though.
that you guys will find very funny. During the last book, when it was time for me to read the last book, time for the last movie to come out, there was there were like 50 pages that my mom had paper clipped together that were the honeymoon pages
Yeah.
when they would like have sex, and it was like honestly,
They had
it's so
sex in the book?
it's so
she
funny.
has a baby by the end of it.
Oh, really?
Does
It's-
he? Oh, okay.
It's really funny to think about because like I read, if you're like a court of whatever
Thorns.
bitch,
Rose
you
and
know,
Thorns.
you're reading smut on the daily. You know, it's very common now, and I think
Oh,
that
smut is so common.
it's so common.
I was talking to a girl for a little bit, and she was always reading smut.
but
My sister was on vacation.
Yeah, it's just like
yeah,
that's what books are.
It was
now.
like Alice
But-
in Wonderland smut.
but
I can
when
get- I
I
can
was
get down with that.
when I was reading Twilight, it was not a thing. You know, it was
Yeah.
early like 2010s, maybe 2012.
So
It
was
in-
smut
it
was
in-
underground.
It inspired smut, though.
It did.
The
It for
biggest
sure
smut,
did.
yeah.
But there were like 50 pages that were paper clipped together when I read the last book that my mom handed me the book, and she said those 50 pages you'll skip and you won't miss anything, but you'll go on to
50
the plot.
pages of sex.
That's a lot, yeah.
But also smut nowadays, it's all the book.
No, like 50 pages in a row seems like a lot.
But like
but it was so
it probably
wasn't.
wasn't like 50 pages in a row, but it was like 50 pages where she felt like the plot wasn't thick enough for me to like really need that
Sure.
information.
So even though you skipped the pages, you still understood what was
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's-
So you didn't read them?
but the
Oh, I would have read that.
No, honestly, the first time that I read the last book of Twilight, I did not read those 50 pages, and I have told. I don't think I've told you, but I went back since then and read those 50 pages. Nothing. Nothing.
Just a lot of flirting.
Nothing compared to what these bitches are reading today.
Well, he breaks the bed, right?
Yeah, but like
But it's not in detail.
they really just say like he breaks the bed
Okay.
because he thrusts too hard or like some shit like
But
that.
nowadays, smut, it's like
It's like
it's
he's
real.
inside of you, and this is how it feels.
No,
like,
I
it's
remember. I
fucking
went over to a girl's
insane.
house a few months ago, and she was reading like
and
a,
it's incredible.
a hockey smut or whatever.
Oh.
And I just
Yeah.
opened like middle through the page, and I was like, "What?" And you just throbbing, and I was just
Yeah.
like, "Jesus Christ!" And you read this in public?
Yeah.
What the
With
hell?
your legs
Stop
crossed.
talking about it. This is a woman's private thing.
No, but
That they take into the public.
No,
and they make movies about it.
dude, I will say I went.
This is private.
I went
This is
garage sale.
important for women.
I worked at the movie theater when 50 Shades of Grey came out.
Yeah,
Dude, I was just
you
gonna bring this up.
told
No,
me
yeah.
about
No,
that.
there were vibrators in the stands. It is not private for you guys. You
But
ruined
also,
it already.
hey, if you're gonna leave a vibrator where you're going to watch a movie, how fucking rich are you?
That's fair.
Vibrators, like good vibrators,
It
are
probably
like
wasn't a good one.
$50 or more.
It was like the one of those little ones.
Like a bullet.
yeah.
Okay. But
so you go to like
maybe it was a gas station bullet.
Spencer's and get
Yeah,
that.
It was right next to the cock statues or whatever. But speaking of 50 Shades, I was going to bring this up before you brought it up, so it ties in.
Because
I went.
Twilight inspired 50 Shades of Grey, right?
Yeah, so
100%.
it's very funny. So 50 Shades of Grey was a Twilight like
Rip off
Fan fiction.
fan fiction. Yeah.
Oh, was it really?
I thought
it
so.
was.
Just more-
And they just
all
like
sex?
ended up changing the names. There's
Took
also
out vampire stuff.
it's kind of funny because there
Damn,
is
that's
a
wild.
second One Direction porn that like really took off.
Oh, okay.
And that was the one that me and my friends after, if you know, you know. After was the porn of the 20 to 27-year-olds. It was the like Wattpad fan fiction. If you know,
So it wasn't porn.
I don't know what you're saying right
No,
now.
like it was.
no, it was like fan fiction
Okay.
porn.
Yeah. No, that.
It was.
When you say porn, we picture images.
I apologize. Yeah.
Yeah, when you
No,
say porn,
if you
you're
don't
like, I
even
see-
men-
If you're
Yeah.
thinking of after, you're thinking of, or what?
I don't fucking know.
The first one.
Speaking what?
The first one.
First what one?
The one that we were just talking
50
about.
Twilight?
50 Shades of Grey?
50 Shades of Grey.
Okay.
Okay.
50
Jesus.
Shades of Grey and After are very similar.
Yeah.
Or
What's after? Yeah, what's after?
we don't know.
I seriously don't know what
I've
that is.
never
Oh.
read fan fiction.
So After,
The one that
Harry, I
Cave
read a
Girl.
Yeah, Cave Girl. Sent
Oh,
me
the
Harry.
one where the lake monster fucks the castle.
Yeah, I read that.
I read that
Yeah,
one.
I read
That's
because I
Harry
think because
fun.
of
But then
her.
also I read one where fucking Voldemort skull fucks Harry Potter to death.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's just like she just sent it to me and she goes, well, I had to beg her because she was like into it, and I was like, please send me one. She's like, you're not gonna like it. And I was like, no, but I want to know.
Oh,
what
she was legitimately into him.
Yeah, and I was like, I want to know what you're reading, and she
Yeah.
was like, here you go. And I was like, what
Jesus.
the fuck? And he was fucked up.
so that's not After.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we're really going to get into
Let's get
this.
into it.
Yeah, like, so start from like basics of what it
Okay.
actually is.
Yeah,
What's
'cause
it about?
I don't know anything.
Where
No,
are you
I will.
moving?
I will tell you. I will tell you right now. So there were two fan fictions on Wattpad. There was After,
Can you
and there was Dark.
What's Wattpad?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
No, we have never
I-
read
I-
fan fiction.
I don't know anything
We
about-
didn't do any of the blog sites or anything.
Is that a blog site?
So Wattpad was an app where I guess women and only women would post these
Gay men.
fan fictions. It's kind of like Reddit. A little bit less than Reddit because like there weren't pictures involved, but
It's just
it
text,
would just
which is all
it
Reddit
was
is for
all
me.
I bet
text.
Cave Girl had the app.
Yeah.
But it was like After and
It's her
Dark
new
were the
name.
two Wattpad. It was like okay, oh
That's
fuck.
a gross name, Wattpad.
This is so hard. So One Direction was the base. One Direction was the thing.
yeah,
Which recently I saw a video of like their first performance together, and if you could kind of
It's
sing,
bad.
well, no, like if you just could kind of sing and were British and on that show, you could have been in One Direction. That's gotta be so depressing.
Yeah.
For all the people who were like a little better than them because they weren't good
Yeah.
at all. They could have been One
They
Direction.
had to be pretty though.
But I will say,
Yes.
I want. Love that
No,
song.
no, I
Yeah.
liked One Direction's first few albums. It's, just,
Anyways.
it's when they first performed,
Anyways.
they were horrible.
Because they were
So
little boys.
Wattpad was an app that you could write fan fiction on. It
or
was,
read fan fiction. Yeah.
or read fan fiction, correct. It was a white W in a W or a an orange background.
Okay.
I can picture the app logo in
if
my
I can
mind.
find it, it will be posted on the YouTube feed.
Thank you. So I was reading Wattpad, and After and Dark were the Wattpads that I were reading. They were both about Harry Styles.
Okay.
With his 3 nipples.
No more.
Correct. I guess it was never a part of it.
Lame.
But Dark was one that never really took off. It was like, oh, like it's this beautiful like teenage girl who's at a party and like
Harry
she
Styles
loves
shows up?
Harry Styles. And like he wasn't Harry Styles at the time, but like he was just like the boy Harry Styles. So it was like just like running into him at a party, like being the beautiful man that he was.
What's also weird about this stuff is it's like a lot of like, I feel like teenage.
Yeah.
So then like it's kind of gross.
That's exactly what
like,
it was.
Yeah.
But also,
that is exactly
but also
what it was.
you were probably at that age.
If that's
so.
who's writing it and who's it's for,
And,
it's
like-
okay.
But there were probably
And, like,
people that were adults.
Or who were writing it. Yeah.
I will get into it. But Dark he was like an abusive person.
Oh.
And so I don't know
Jesus.
if it's Dark that he reached out to the person or if it was After, because in After, which is a fan fiction that became a book that became a movie.
Oh,
What movie?
After, well, I guess we'll watch it.
Is it a porno or
No, it's a movie,
well, I've
like
never
an
heard of this.
actual movie.
Okay.
Sounds like we're adding it to the list for Moist Minute of the Month.
Oh my god, I'm explaining so much. This is so
No,
fun.
seriously, I don't know anything about
and also
any-
I'm
No,
still
and I know
confused.
this is so much fun. So After is a fan fiction that became a book that became like sold at like Target and shit.
Did
like
they
it
lose
was
Harry Styles?
It
Okay.
became instead of Harry, it was like Henry or something.
So they just
Okay.
barely
they
changed
just
it.
changed the name.
Okay.
Because it was a Wattpad fan fiction that became so popular that she was like, I want to sell it. And he reached out as Harry Styles and was like, I can't have my name in this.
That's
like,
fair.
this is not me. Because in the fan fiction, he is a very manipulative asshole and like a dick and like super mean
But
to
isn't
her.
that what he is?
I don't think so.
Oh, I thought
Harry
there was.
Styles seems nice.
I think Harry Styles is a very kind person.
I think so. I hope so.
I guess I don't know.
But
Yeah.
in the
Oh,
fan
I'm thinking
fiction,
maybe Chris Pine.
but in the
I don't know.
in the fan fiction, he is like, she's going to college and she has this high school boyfriend and she cheats on her high school boyfriend with him because he is so like
Controlling?
Harry Styles.
No. he's so like aura driven, like he's so compelling and like you have to have
Vibes.
him.
Yep.
So this woman that he like becomes into is the girl that he's supposed to end up with. And that is what After is. After is that it's this girl who is in high school and she has this boyfriend and she loves this boyfriend and then she moves into college and like he's a year younger than her. And she goes into college while like he's still in high school and she meets this guy in college and this guy that she meets is Harry Styles.
Okay.
But like he's not Harry Styles.
But it basically,
Sure.
yeah.
But like it's still about him.
So I feel like a lot of these
Weird.
I feel like a lot of these fan fictions or
You want the guys you idolize to be shittier?
no,
to you?
exactly. It's like I feel like a lot of these erotic novels. It's like, oh, but I met this guy, but I cheated on my boyfriend,
And
or
also,
I
this
did-
guy
It's-
who I cheated with is horrible.
And I
Yeah,
totally
like-
get
like,
what
it's
you're
like,
saying.
They're like kind of
But
glamorizing
it's
fucking
bad
shit.
stuff.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is. You
But
also
then,
have to
they describe
remember.
it so hot. Yeah.
You also have to remember that your moms. I apologize if you have never heard this before, but your moms were reading like smut about like
The milkman.
kind of and like the boy that like was
Got
there,
away.
but they could never have.
Yeah, the boy that got away.
You know, and that's
So
what this was
So
supposed to
Smut
be.
blew up because it's a fantasy that you can't have, basically.
Yes. But then
guess.
So
he
it's like,
ended
that's
up
like-
being.
That's worse than watching porn, I think.
It
But
kind
they-
of feels like it.
It's just
yeah.
worse than watching porn.
but
We
also,
don't, but we're just like, oh, Smut's fine.
But also, like, we don't do the porn where it's like, oh, I fucked a babysitter. No, like, oh, it's just a hot naked girl. Cool. That's
well,
it.
and this one, don't get me wrong. So this one,
Well,
they had like a full arc where she was like, I don't want to be with you. Like, I have a boyfriend. It ended up being, so she went to college and he was still in high school. It was his senior
Which is
year and
also
her
weird.
freshman year.
It's always young people.
And her freshman roommate was somebody that she didn't know. And she had a friend that ended up just like coming into the dorm all the time.
Coming.
And that was Harry Styles.
What the heck?
So it's like,
So this was
he
just somebody
still-
submitted this in the app, and then it blew up on the app. It blew up in the wet pad or what?
I
what's it
think
called?
so.
Wet pad.
Wattpad.
It's a fucking gross name to begin
Yeah.
with.
Yeah.
But like honestly, like
Should be wet
and-
pod.
stop.
Or, yeah.
If
We're gonna
the
write for it.
girls that I grew up with see this and like they see that I'm talking about
They
this,
won't watch this.
I understand. But like,
This is a man's only.
shut
podcast.
the fuck up. I was subscribed to Wattpad when subscriptions didn't like cost anything. And I knew when every chapter came out.
Oh,
And
they
like
released by chapter. Okay,
Mhm.
that's kind of nice.
So there were 4
Episodic.
girls that
Yeah.
I grew up with. There were 4 or 5 girls that I grew up with. And we would be like hanging out, and we would get a notification that this chapter like updated, like they released another chapter, and it would go silent in the room for 20 minutes while we
So
all
you're reading
read
smut together.
what was happening.
Gross.
Correct.
It's like how guys watch porn together.
I was never into that.
No, me neither.
But like,
I don't understand smut because they read in
After
public,
is-
but they get so turned on. It's like,
You're just sitting there.
so I'm just like, no, I
You know.
save all my turned on stuff for when
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
in
not
private.
gonna scroll on porn while I like at the DMV.
If-
but
exactly.
it's so
I'm not
different.
going to open Reddit
It's
unless I'm
so
alone at
different.
home.
It sounds like porn's better.
Yeah, it does. Like, this sounds really weird, especially because it's like high schoolers cheating.
That's true. Yeah.
I guess After
Abusive.
has to be like one of your moist movies of the month.
I think it has to be now,
Yeah.
eventually. But speaking of smut and 50 Shades of Grey, I went garage selling on Saturday,
Yes.
and we found some cool shit. But literally at every garage sale that had media,
Mm-hmm.
they had 50 Shades of Grey, but it was always all 4. It was like 4
Bizarre.
of them,
Yeah.
and they were always bundled. And I was like, so everybody had those movies.
So they tied them up.
So they tied them up and they wanted to bondage them.
I will say,
And I will say, I've seen the first 2, I think. I like them.
I never saw the movies. I mean, Sydney Sweeney's hot. The guy's hot.
Sydney Sweeney's
Oh, and not Sydney Sweeney, though. The other girl from Adam
Yeah.
Webb, Dakota Johnson.
Yeah, Dakota Johnson. Yeah, I loved it. Dakota. Yeah. She's hot as hell.
I did not read.
But also,
50 Shades of
that
Grey.
blew up, and that's like fucking dominatrix shit.
It's wild.
Tied
yeah.
up.
But also, I would like to say, the writing is so much worse. It is so much
Yeah,
worse.
it's so basic.
Never read it.
Not even that it's basic. It's just like she is a bad writer, where she's saying like my inner goddess like does this, and this is how I feel because of my inner goddess, and I'm like, this is icky. Like
That's how
That Stephanie Meyer is that Twilight. Stephanie Meyer is somebody, right?
Stephanie Meyer, I think, is Twilight.
she wrote
Okay.
Twilight.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, the 50 Shades, like based on like the movie.
Well,
it's
and
also
also,
just a
like-
weird movie too, because it's like very manipulative. It's very like
Sure.
I could never get
how
into
did-
50 Shades because my mom was reading it the time that I
Gross.
wanted to read it, and I could never. That's
Share her bond over it.
That's
could
the same
never get horny
reason
with
that
her.
I
Can never
stopped watching
bondage over it.
Shameless. It's the same reason that I never watched Game of Thrones, because I knew that there were sex in the both of those, and I was like, if you're watching that, I can't be
oh, your
watching
mom
that.
was into Shameless and stuff.
Yep,
I love Shameless, but I've only seen like the first season.
I've only seen like the first few
I've
episodes.
seen like 3
The
seasons.
first episode,
3
she's
or 4.
fucking naked.
I know.
and she's hot as
You're-
hell. Yeah.
yeah.
I love her, and I love everybody in the show.
Yeah,
And I
I've
lo-
seen like
and-
clips of older stuff, and I
lo-
liked it.
And I like it, but I want to watch it because the guy from The Bears in it and all that stuff,
Mhm.
and the guy from Reba's in it.
Yeah, that's true.
Stephen-
Yeah, the
Steve
neighbor.
Allen,
Yeah.
Who's he?
He's the neighbors in
He's-
the
he's the neighbor.
Shameless.
Yeah,
With
he's
the one,
fun.
the black wife.
Yeah, the hot black wife. Yeah,
He's in Reba.
yeah.
He
He's the-
plays her girlfriend or her daughter's boyfriend.
Yeah, and he's a giant
Funny.
football
and he's
player.
great
Yeah.
in it.
But also,
Very
he's
funny.
jacked in Reba.
Similar
or in-
characters.
yeah, very
but one's
same.
more trashy.
I do not understand smut,
I've never read it.
but it's becoming. And what's wild is my stepmom. She writes erotic novels.
Right, I was forgetting about this.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you probably don't know
Oh
this.
my god,
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah,
Yes,
because it's your favorite stepmom, right, of the bunch.
Well, it's the only one I know.
Yeah.
It's the one I grew up with.
A
Yeah.
fifth of them.
So she's my stepmom, but she's the mother of my siblings on that side.
Oh, okay, cool.
Of all of them. Yeah, but she literally has written a couple of erotic novels where literally like the cover is like a shirtless fireman and like stuff like that.
Do you know the names of it? Or you can bleep her name, and I can just look up the books.
I don't.
What is her name? Because I will know the author name.
These aren't big.
If
These,
I
no,
I
these
don't
aren't
know,
big.
but
I don't-
I'm saying like if I've read them, I will know
I
the
don't-
author name.
These are like small
I
ones. yeah.
still want to
And
know.
I think they're just digital only. I don't think
Yeah.
they ever got physical. Her name is.
Sounds like a porn star
No.
name.
That might not be her author name, no, but I just remember she's like posted on Instagram a few times, like photos of her book, and I just remember like a shirtless, ripped fireman, and that was like the book.
Huh.
But I think it's on Amazon and stuff, and I'm like, but she's been doing it. She was doing it like Smut's like big now, but she's been doing it since a long.
I was
Did you
gonna
find
say,
them?
I think
I
so.
only-
it's free on Kindle or $12
Did you-
paperback.
Is it the firefighter one?
It's
Send it to me.
Private Seduction, The
Send it to
Hideaway
me.
of Desire series.
Let me see the cover.
Book 1.
Yep.
Yep.
Dude, I've seen that cover. Yep.
Because
What's the plot?
as
Was that the right name that I gave you?
Yeah.
It's the author name. Okay.
as a 24-year-old,
4.5 stars.
Damn,
the
out of 5.
smuttiest book that I've read was at my library. I went into the women's section instead of the young adult section.
Okay.
It was called On Dublin Street.
Oh, so it's British
All right,
or
but-
Irish?
Damn it.
That book.
But God, if you just pictured all the things they say in an accent, it's got to ruin it.
It's got to ruin it.
But I wasn't because I was 12.
Oh, look at that munch you got there.
was 12. So I don't know.
Look at that throbbing. Throbbing cock.
Oh, she throbbing.
You can do better voices than me.
I'm just doing Conor McGregor in Roadhouse. That's why I have to do this.
Yeah.
What would your father
He
think?
was hot in that, though.
Call me daddy.
Oh, man, that
He
is-
was hot in that.
All right, so your stepmother's book. He's a hot young CEO living in Madrid.
Okay.
Fairly hot. She can't be alone with him. Sophia knows if she is left alone with this man, all bets are off. She needs to concentrate on why she was sent to Spain, and Max is a distraction, and she just can't afford. Max knows what he wants, and he always gets exactly that.
Dude, so it's basically a 50 Shades knockoff.
Except for in Spain, which not a bad place
It
for
is
it.
perfect.
Yep.
It
So I'm
is
guessing she was
perfect.
She was
Yeah.
going for like studies. I'm guessing it's a school trip,
Maybe. Yeah.
but then she gets distracted by
Or
this
she
rich,
might
sexy
she might
man.
work for the company, maybe.
But she's. What's always a weird about thing is they're always young,
And there was
then the guy's like in her mid 30s,
and like
it's like a
like this-
35-year-old and
yeah.
a 21-year-old.
well, this one like she might work for him, but
I
also
get it, though.
that that's a fantasy. But
I was
also
gonna say, I get it,
HR
though.
would be an issue.
It's a little
But
weird.
like
yeah.
you think about like if you I'm
Ooh,
24.
Wait, last line of this. Max is a fantasy that her body wants to make a reality, and her mind wants to resist.
I am
Oh
24.
my God! I've never looked it up, but
That's fair.
I think there's others. She's written multiple.
Sure.
Yeah, okay, you can go.
Thanks. I'm 24. If there was a very, very attractive 35-year-old,
We are engaged.
Keep going. Keep going.
there was a
But
We just had a
very,
wedding update.
very
It was a-
attractive 35-year-old who is like in this position where like he was
You're not
like,
referring to this,
the
right?
head of his company,
Okay.
and he was like
What
making
the
like
heck?
this amount of money and like whatever,
And
you know.
were single?
And I was single.
There we go.
Like, why wouldn't you? You know, like literally,
Yeah,
why
exactly.
wouldn't
Because
you?
it's always the guy's always like head of a company, makes fucking probably four
I
figures.
could support you.
like more than triple dig,
Did
like more than $1 million.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're
What do you think
right.
4 figures means?
that's $1 million.
No, that means you're making $1,000 a year. 6 figure
Six
is
figure.
100,000.
Okay,
So
okay.
7 figure is a million.
7 figures.
You make 4 figures.
I make 4 figures. Maybe I'm just speaking by what my
Yeah,
truth. I'm
what
speaking
you're
my
saying
truth.
is it's super sexy when a man makes 4 figures.
What you know about 4 figures, lady? You want to date a man that makes $6,000 a year?
well done.
But I do get it. Like it's always like a super rich, successful, and he's always jacked.
Yeah.
He's always a smooth talker.
Right. He has
And then-
time for everything.
And then also,
Exactly.
And then also, he's just focusing on you.
Yep.
And you're
Not
like,
his business.
And like
you're
he
an
always has
up-and-coming-
like family problems, so
Oh.
like he doesn't have like he loves his sister, but like he has an issue with like his mom or like his dad or something.
Well, he definitely has mommy issues. Or
Yeah.
something. And then he has a sex dungeon.
Mhm.
50 Shades of Grey.
Yep.
I would like to.
That is also on Dublin Street, correct? Yeah.
I would like
Oh,
to
so-
though eventually, because I do a 50 Shades deep dive
Okay.
for the podcast.
Yeah, we could.
I think that would be fun though. We get 2 white men plus
Yeah.
Izzy's insights.
Yeah.
On
But
them.
mostly us discussing scene by scene.
Because when I was dating Cave Lady, that's
The cave
I'm
woman.
going to call her that from now on. We had like a movie marathon, but we turned it into a drinking game.
Sure.
Because we were like, this would be fun, and we did it like with her roommate at the time, and we had like rules. So it was like anytime she puts a pencil in her mouth, or anytime she does this, and we got fucking hammered
I bet.
because like the whole movie is so seductive.
Mhm.
I just don't understand.
That's the entire
Dakota
point.
Johnson's hot.
Yeah, she is.
Not in my damn web.
I haven't actually seen it
I haven't
yet.
seen it either.
I want to.
She's just hot in general, you know.
But yeah, that movie was horrible apparently.
But I mean, they made what is it? It's 4 books, so they made 4 movies or whatever.
4 50 Shades, I think.
Because it goes 50 Shades of Grey, 50 Shades Darker,
And then one's
Dark-
Freed.
50 Shades Freed. See,
That might be it.
And then I think there's another one.
Because like there's also like some kind of like money scheme going on.
I have no
with
idea what
it.
the actual story
Oh.
is.
My mom talked to me about it at one point. That like
Well, 'cause
he's
they-
like in like a scheme of money, and
Weird.
like that becomes
so
an
the
issue.
first movie is obviously just sex.
I think
Yeah.
she just like starts working for him,
But
right?
then, yeah, as it's basically a prostitute.
Okay.
Because I think he's paying her. I think so.
kind of.
In services, I think, and then
Kind
I
of.
think because it goes on for so long, they have to make it. They have to add a plot.
Well, I think she has to like win at the end. So I think by the last one, like Freed is talking about her.
Oh, so she got out of it, and she
maybe.
But
so
she agreed
stole
to it the
money.
whole time, right?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well, I'm pretty sure in the first movie she has to sign a bunch of documents.
Which,
Yeah, because he's like,
'Cause he's gonna
like if
fucking
you're not
whip
into
her.
this. And she's like, no, I'm not into this. And he's like, well, fuck you then. Like, I don't know what you want me to do.
But then she gets into it.
Yeah.
Because he forces
Yeah.
her. It's
But she
basically
loves
on
it?
the edge of rape.
but does she love it the whole
No,
time?
and that's what
it's
a lot of
rape
people
pushing.
are very against 50 Shades of Grey because it is very like rape
It's
culture.
very
Okay.
because they kind of make
Which
it
that's
because
sexy.
like it very like it advocates for like a BDSM relationship, but a lot of the
Not
parts,
one based off structure.
I was gonna
No,
say
it's
a
just
lot of
about
the parts
it's
of
not
the
about
movie are not like a very consensual BDSM
Gotcha. No,
relationship.
Which that's the whole
it's
point
all
of
him.
BDSM.
It's all him.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. A lot of people are like, well, fuck you for like making her feel uncomfortable in this situation.
But
like
then it
this
turns
is not
out
a
she
real
loves
dom.
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's why people find issue with it too, because
Okay.
they're like glorifying like
But it blew-
this is
but it
what
blew
a
up.
BDSM relationship is.
But also, it's terrifying that it did get popular. So that's a weird thing, and mostly with like housewives.
but also,
like,
I was
the-
gonna say,
like the
you
50-year-old
think
the
about-
mothers.
fantasy, dude.
Yeah.
I think it's the fantasy. They're like, I can kind of live through this.
well,
but,
and
but-
also,
yeah, but it's weird that it was the
They-
older people.
They strap on tight. Yeah.
yeah.
how many of those people haven't experienced anything
That's probably
sexually?
Yes. Yeah.
Especially,
you know,
it's probably why because they just doing missionary their entire life.
anything.
It's so weird that also thinking like just as a guy, how like that like blue collar of just like that like stereotype that I feel like a lot of these women fall into also is the men's viewpoint of it. Like, why aren't you mixing shit up? Why aren't you
I was
having
gonna
fun
say,
with it?
you also are not a great person to ask this to.
Right, yeah.
Because you're very into my pleasure. Like, I don't know what
Sure,
to
yeah.
tell you.
I mean, that's good though.
Yeah, I'm a very wholesome
Yeah.
lover.
Yeah. You're not a rapey lover.
No.
That's probably good though. You're
It's
good
definitely
married.
good.
I don't know why I said probably. That is good. But I think this is a perfect time. We're right on the edge of like fucking seduction right now.
Right, yep.
I think it's time for
On the lip.
I think it's time for another segment called Slippery Sins. All right, welcome back to Slippery Sins, the segment about the 7 deadly sins. Because we were talking about sex, we're going to start with the category lust.
All right, who are you starting with?
And I think we go around the horn.
Okay.
And if it's not a good question, we'll
Yeah,
grab
doesn't
another
good,
one.
and we'll cut it out.
And there's 2 of them on each.
All right, so hit me.
So the first one is, have you ever visited a store or restaurant solely because you had a crush on someone who worked there?
Yes.
Tell us about it.
It was in college. It was the like convenience store that was close to our house. I had a huge crush on the girl who worked there, and like her and I had interactions before.
The house grown up?
No, in college.
Oh, okay.
It was
I
the
picturing-
convenience.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the convenience store in college, like where you get the late night bundle. I would go there
Oh, okay.
more often because of her, and she worked there. Josh worked there too, but he wasn't a part of it.
But he was your crush.
Yeah, yeah. But no, it's this girl who worked
Jacob
there.
loves you.
And at one point, I had gotten her phone number, but her and I didn't know each other's names, and we put each other. I found out later, actually, that we put nicknames for each other. I put her under Cheekbones.
She had great cheekbones.
She had great cheekbones.
And I knew in high school you were into that.
I like specific things. Like
Yep.
for Izzy, I like her big eyes. It's a part of it. Like I like specific things on a girl's face. So in my phone, she was Cheekbones. Turns out in her phone, I found this out way later, I was Edward Cullen because of the way I looked at her. And I don't know.
I get that.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad
No, I
thing.
get that.
Is that a Twilight reference?
Yes.
get that.
So that call
That's,
back, baby.
totally
that's the
get that.
vampire
Yeah,
in
loves,
Edward,
dude.
is Edward Cullen.
Yeah, but you dressed up as a vampire so many times for
It's
Halloween.
not that.
That's true.
It's not that. It is.
Do you have the eyes?
Yeah. What?
Give me the eyes.
I don't know.
Give them to me.
I am like I can't describe. But it
Jesus
is.
Christ.
No,
I'm a boner.
but honestly, no. I
was
am
more like-
dead ass serious. One of the first
You're
reasons
looking through me. I'm sorry.
me and Jacob met on Tinder and we hooked up after like
Quit.
2 weeks of just like talking to each other on Tinder. And I can guarantee you that it was the eyes that he pulled on me, and that was the reason that I am engaged to him. I don't know. I don't think he can do him on command because it's really gross when he does.
He's making me uncomfortable right now. He's giving me eyes.
But there are very particular times where I'm like, no, that's why.
I mean,
No, that's why.
I've had it described as like it's very oh shit, what's the word? Not like where it's ownership. It's very
dominatrix.
It starts with like a P, I think. Fuck, I cannot think of the word.
Rapist?
Personal?
No, like Jesus Christ. No, it's just like there's ownership in it. I've heard that before.
It's a pet thing?
I don't know.
Well, I get comfortable with my eyes a lot, especially people I
But
date.
like, I understand why
Sure, yeah.
people have said that to you before.
It was
so
Somebody
like,
being like the last person with you, I understand like why.
Sure.
They said the
that.
eyes.
But it's, I mean, that's wild that you visited a store and then you were able to get numbers.
I don't remember when I got numbers. Her and I had like met a few times, but never like for real, for real. I remember one time on St. Patrick's Day, she called me and I
St.
panicked.
Patrick's
Yeah, I
Day.
know.
St. Patrick's Day.
And like I had to pretend like I was doing something cool when really I was in my room watching all the leprechauns.
By yourself, probably.
But like I knew she was like out partying. I was like, shit, why is she calling?
Because he's drunk, probably.
Yeah,
And she probably
so I
was a
thought that
hookup.
she's called the wrong number either way.
Yeah,
because
she-
also the thing is, if she accidentally calls
You
a
were-
number,
it was
but she
eyes
calls,
or Eric.
Yeah.
And it was like super close.
but like the fact that she miscalled me, but also she doesn't even know who I am, I thought was really fun. That she miscalled Edward Cullen in her phone.
Yeah, and
but
you-
to me, just cheekbones lit up.
And you were like, oh my God.
Yeah, I panicked. I tried to think of a cool response, and then it just went to
And she
voicemail.
didn't answer.
Yeah.
Well, Izzy, do you have any... have you ever visited a store or restaurant solely because you had a crush on someone that worked there?
I mean, so I worked at Hickory Park in Ames.
Which is a badass like barbecue place.
It's not badass
No,
at all.
People who only went to Iowa State like it though.
Correct.
People that live...
It was like if you
Growing up, yeah.
went to Iowa State,
Yeah.
like and
That's
I'm
where
not
your
even gonna
parents
lie.
took you.
My parents, when we moved in, they took me to
Oh, that's
Hickory Park.
when I moved into Iowa State. That was where we went. The parents took us. Jonah and I went together.
My friend's parents took me
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
So I personally, in my personal life, myself, have never
hope so.
been broken up with. I have always
Until
done.
today. Isabel?
I have something to tell you.
Moist Monday exclusive.
Slippery sand, baby.
So I
Smut.
shut the fuck up. I have
Cocky.
never been broken up with, but there was one person that I worked with
Oh,
at
yeah.
Hickory Park. And when me and Jacob first met, that he knew that I was like still into this person, kind of.
I didn't know when we started hooking up that you were still into
Well,
somebody
because
else.
at the first time it was just a hookup. So it
Yeah,
didn't
that
matter,
wasn't
yeah.
like a conversation we had.
It was the first person that told me no, I guess. It wasn't.
Oh, and does that make it hotter if someone says no?
What
no,
if he was in charge of you?
no.
What if he was your man?
What if you signed a document for him?
What if he whipped
No,
you?
nope.
What if he was a
it was-
vampire?
it was-
What if he was a clown? That's you.
I'm not a clown.
Sorry.
I'm attracted
Izzy's
to
talking.
clowns.
I'm
Anyways, it was the first person that told me like
What was the no?
it
Were you like,
was
do you want to go out? He's like,
no, honestly. So I invited him over to where I was living at that point, and I had two roommates who were out of town for that
oh,
weekend.
so it was before. It was way before I knew you.
Correct. So it was just me and him, and he came over,
Oh.
and we smoked a bowl because I said like, "Hey, I have weed. You can come over. We
And
can
in college,
smoke."
that's pretty dope. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he was like, "Hey, I really like you, but there is another girl that we work with that I am really into, and I haven't given her the time, and I have given you the time. So I want to give her the time
So why did he come over?
So it's not a.
because he was a dick."
Yeah.
Well, like that's my thing. If
Like,
I
quite
went over to a
honestly,
girl's
dude.
house in college, I have
I would've
one
fucked.
thing.
Yeah, I would've
I don't care
fucked.
who it was. If
like-
someone tried to fuck
and like,
me, I would
and
fuck.
like,
Yeah,
don't
I
get me
wouldn't
wrong.
say-
Don't get
college,
me.
you're a piece of
I
shit.
wanted to.
Right.
And,
no, you
um,
offered. Yeah.
Yeah. You brought.
And
Nobody
we
was home.
worked together for like a year after that, and she would like talk to me about like how great their sex life
I met
was.
him at a party, didn't
Oh,
I?
you did.
They started-
yeah.
they
and
started
you were
dating.
really mean to him.
Was I?
You were so mean to him.
All right.
Because he said something about like maybe leftovers.
Oh, sure. No, then I wasn't mean to him. I was appropriate
And-
towards him.
So he said
That was
something about
appropriate
like
towards him.
he said something about like picking up his leftovers, and Jacob was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
I
Like,
don't remember that.
Were you drunk?
I don't know.
I was.
That night.
Statistically.
no,
If we're
but
playing odds, I was.
but like quite honestly, like I have. And I don't love it, but like I have always done the breaking up in the relationship. I have always been the one
Nothing
that's
wrong
been
with
like,
that. Yeah.
You're better than everybody. We get it.
Yeah. You know what you want. You know what you want. You're gonna get it, and you have contracts
And it's
ready
me
to go.
for some reason.
Where's the contract, Izzy? Well, it's coming up in October, probably.
That's true.
Anyways, so the first time that like somebody was like, "No, I have somebody else that I am more interested in."
God, rejection
It fucking
sucks.
hurt.
Yeah, rejection sucks.
Sure.
Especially when
and,
they
like,
admit it's not just a no. It's like, no,
But, like,
I'm into someone else.
even just like thinking about like we never dated, you know, and how badly that hurt. Like not even thinking about that.
Well, you
but,
probably
like,
you didn't even kiss, probably, right?
no,
Yeah.
never,
It was just a crush.
never.
It was just a crush that got rejected. So it was all what ifs that were turned
But
into
like
no's,
I think about the people that
which
like
sucks. Yeah.
Yeah.
if you like fucked this person and had like really big feelings for them and then like left them for another person, couldn't be me. That is so scary. That's such an icky feeling to me.
Well, likely it didn't happen.
Yeah.
I mean, luckily,
I hope so.
I'm shocked that he was verbal with you.
It's weird that he was that emotionally smart,
Well,
too.
because
He was though.
But I feel like
Yeah.
in college he would have been like, "Oh, fuck you," and then date this
and then
other
still
person.
be able to date this.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then not
But
tell her
she
about it.
she was
That's
also
how
like
college boys are.
she was also like 2 years younger than me, and he was like 2 years older than me.
Oh.
Oh, so he was
Wait.
Oh, we're
so
back
he
in the
wasn't in
smut-
college anymore.
smut territory.
He was like so it would have been when I was like 22. So in my like
Nope.
sophomore year.
We met when you were 20.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, so he was.
You
so
weren't working there at 22.
So he was 20. You were 20.
Yeah.
so
How
he
old was he?
22.
He would have been 2 years older
So
than
he was
me.
Okay.
22.
And she was 18?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, that is
So he was a
correct.
senior, and she was a freshman.
Yeah.
Okay, but I guess if you work together,
Sure.
I mean, you're
but
still legal.
I
22
will-
to 18 is not bad. That's
I
not
will
bad.
tell
20
you,
yeah.
the first time that I thought
It's
that
still
I was,
weird, but not
I
bad.
thought
Yeah,
that I
that's
was a
fine.
bad person. We went over to a mutual friend's house, and I told her because he was a little bit crazy. He had a little bit of issues. Of
course.
Like what?
Let's hear him.
He had mommy issues, and
How'd
he
that
was
represent that he was crazy, though? Like, what'd he do with them?
he was really mean to the girls that he was with.
You?
Well, they weren't
They
together.
worked
They
with,
never got
or-
together.
So
Oh,
at one point, I
Not
was
saying
at
names.
this party with another girl,
Okay.
and it was
Sure.
I was at this person's party, and I was like, I am just so glad that I didn't end up with this person who is so aggressively manipulative and like aggressively like needing my feelings all the time, but not willing to express his feelings all the time. And the girl who was with him at the time, who I did not realize was in the room, and that is my fault.
it's a
Or,
party.
or were you trying to be a little bitchy?
I was trying to be a little bitchy.
So you did know she
were
was
you,
there.
Were you trying to be a little cunty?
And people have told me since then, like that is
No,
one
you're-
time.
You're kind of a bitch to
I know.
girls
That was the time
sometimes.
that I realized this, and I feel so bad because
No, you don't.
She's done it around me before.
No, but this is 100%. This is why you guys are together, because this is what Jacob does.
I don't do shit.
This is what he would
I do not care if
No.
the guy talks
This
to her.
is
at
one
all.
girl.
No, but like at parties back in the day before you guys were dating, this is how you would act at parties.
I will say,
Maybe.
if
Yes, it is.
shut the fuck up, if
I'm just saying you guys
listening,
are similar.
if is listening,
I'm gonna bleep these names.
that's fine.
What's her full name then? Get him to bleep.
I
middle
don't
name.
remember her last name.
Oh,
But like I will recognize, like in college even, I was so mean to her because because she was the other woman, because she was the girl that
you were the other woman.
No, but like honestly, yeah. She was the one that he chose, and I wasn't, and I was so mean to her.
well, of course, because you were upset.
And like I was maybe 2 years older than her, so she I would like say something at a party to who I was really good friends with. And she was on my side the entire time.
Sure.
So I would say something really mean to but like would be standing there and like she would like run into the bathroom and be like
And cry?
yes. And like
my God.
I would have to go into the bathroom and be like, I didn't mean that. Like I'm so sorry.
Completely meant it.
Wait, so you...
Yeah, why would you diffuse
if you're
the
making
situation?
And
someone
also
cry,
they're
you
not
let 'em cry.
together anymore.
She was just grinding that salt into the
No,
wound.
dude.
Of the guy she's fucking. And you're not.
If I made someone cry, I wouldn't go in the
But
bathroom and be like,
also,
I'm so sorry.
also, she knew that I was so into him. She knew that I was so into him.
So
and
was
then she continued to pursue him.
Was she bitchy?
That's fine,
was
though,
she
if you were a bitch to her, too.
was she
She's
bitchy
allowed
to
to do
you
that.
though?
She was bitchy to me after she got him.
Of course, because she got him.
Well, yeah.
Yes.
Why would she be bitchy
because
before?
she won.
And then
But
also,
she sounds like you were bad, too, after she got him.
Well, and also college people are toxic.
There were several friends that were like going to be friends with me who ended up being friends with her instead.
Was this a friend breakup scenario? Just because a guy chose her over you?
Well, they were coworkers.
Yeah.
So maybe.
But like, when,
Izzy's acting like it might be.
I had a coworker choose another coworker over me, and you know what I
At
did?
the movie theater?
I gave them both mono.
Yeah, at the movie theater. Yeah. I knew immediately I knew it. I've known Jacob so long. You have
What are
any-
you asking me?
I don't remember where we were.
I do have my story for this situation.
Okay.
So the question was, have you ever visited a store or restaurant solely because you had a crush on someone who worked there? So when I was in high school,
Yes.
I was probably a junior in high school, so this girl was a senior. Going back to high schoolers. So I remember I was in gym class with this girl.
Okay.
And she was super cute, super indie alternative.
Can you hit me with a name that I know?
I don't remember what her name
Okay,
was.
so I wouldn't know it either.
I wish I did, though, because
Okay.
she was like awesome.
So a year older than you?
A year older than me.
Okay, so I probably wouldn't know.
A year older than me. So 2 years older than you.
Mm-hmm.
I realized that she worked at the Hy-Vee drugstore.
It's my fucking sister, I'm mad. Oh, she was at normal Hy-Vee, not drugstore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She worked at the Hy-Vee drugstore. So one time I was at I think it was a Super Bowl party. It was like a family Super Bowl party in a different neighborhood than mine.
Okay.
And I was in high school and they ran out of soda or something because I was like the oldest non-drinker.
All soda?
Well, because everyone was drinking alcohol, the adults, and then
Yeah.
there was young kids and I was like in the middle.
And they cared
No.
about the kids? Okay.
So they ran out of soda and I was like, oh, I'll run to the drugstore
Our hero.
because I knew she worked there.
Okay. Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, Super Bowl Sunday. So it was like 2 blocks away. And I exactly know what it is. My parents lived actually nearby it now. Not back in the day they did. But
Okay.
it's yeah.
Yeah, that Hy-Vee
Yeah.
drugstore.
So I walked to it and it was dead in there. And I walk in and she's at the counter and I just give a head nod because I was like, I'm in gym class with you. We know each other. How you doing?
I have something to say about this.
But then I went and picked up my soda.
What soda?
I don't remember. Probably fucking Mountain Dew because I was a piece of shit.
Not impressive.
But I like bought it. But I probably bought like 3 cases.
Sure.
Because I was like
Big spender.
Yeah, big spender. Yeah. And
This isn't just for you. You're doing it for a reason.
no, I'm doing it for a party.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was
And
like,
now she knows
I'm
that.
fulfilling the party.
Yeah.
So I come up to the counter and I did all this stuff. We talked a little bit because she was like, "Oh yeah, hey, how you doing?"
Yeah.
You know, it's that friendly acquaintance thing because you're in the gym class. And then, but I had a huge crush on her.
Okay.
I fucking wish I remembered her name because she was awesome. But I remember like doing all that stuff and then going back home, carrying all this stuff back home to the party. And then I was one of those like high school Facebookers.
Yeah.
So I would document everything on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
But I did this on purpose. This
Yeah.
was one of those manipulative posts.
Because you're Facebook friends with her.
So I posted on Facebook. I went, "Wow! Today I realized Hy-Vee drugstore sells more than drugs." That was my.
that's it.
That was my post.
Oh, wow. Did she like it?
She commented on it.
Oh, shit.
She commented on it.
That's kind of a win.
Yeah, it was kind of a
Well,
win.
what was the comment?
I don't remember.
God damn it.
But the fact that she reacted to it made me so happy because it was
Wow.
like a little flirty thing. And then I saw her in gym class, and
it was like,
but then I didn't talk to her ever,
oh,
ever again. I do remember speaking of, this is not having anything to do with the
Sure.
card, but in gym class growing up, this was probably sophomore year. There was this cute redhead girl, which was wild because No, not her. Different. I think I
We
mean
ran into her
Izzy has seen her now. She was
Oh,
at the
wow.
tattoo convention.
Yeah.
aggressively. Yeah.
It was a different girl. But I remember we used to run laps, at Valley.
as you do.
And it sucked ass. And I would post this on Facebook.
You were just dreaming of
No,
sucking
but I would
her ass.
post this on Facebook. I would go, dang, saw my crush today. Didn't talk to her.
Ugh. God. It didn't help.
Dude,
I recently went through my old yearbooks and saw the photo of you at the time. You looked like a school shooter.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, not good.
You, in fact, you had a trench
Yeah.
coat.
But also back in the day on Facebook, Facebook back in the day was a blog.
It was different.
It was
different than it is today.
It was different than it was today.
Where I do now judge people today
but
for
I was-
using it as a blog.
But I was like a sophomore in high school.
Yeah.
So it was like so I kept posting like today's the day. Like that was one of my posts. I was like, today's
There's
the day.
kids who stayed home from school because you posted that.
Yeah, no, probably. But I was like, today's the day I'm going to talk to her.
The cops looked into you
Today's the day
because of that.
today's the day I'm going to talk to her. Because we would run laps, and I was so nervous just to talk to her.
Mm-hmm.
And I even came up with a plan, I'm going to run ahead of her and then tie my shoes and be like, oh,
hey,
I never did.
you're gonna tie him
Good.
at your school.
I never talked
Because
to her.
also,
Wouldn't have
ew.
worked. Yeah.
No, ew.
No, but I remember I was so
No,
back
ew.
in the day. I was so into crushes.
Me
Ew.
too.
But I would get so nervous about
Yeah.
the crushes that I couldn't. I would obsess. It was
Yeah.
an obsessive crush, but I wouldn't do anything about it. And then I'd post on Facebook about the crushes, and then I'd post on Facebook. Didn't talk to her today. That's what,
Like people were waiting.
legit, and that shit is still public.
Yeah.
That comes up in my time hop sometimes.
Anytime I see the time hop of dumb posts, I just delete them now.
Oh, I leave them up because I'm like, I don't give a fuck now.
I remember my worst
Why
one was
not?
after, after my.
I think I did talk to her. I think I did talk to her for
Recently?
no,
Oh.
on the track, 2 sentences.
Yeah. How were they?
It made me so happy.
Yeah.
It was kind of like when I talked to the climbing crush
Yep.
that I had a couple years ago.
Yeah.
There's a girl I was obsessed with that had a crush on that we climbed with.
Yeah.
So scared to talk to her. And then I did talk to her, and it was the most uncomfortable thing. And you know what I did after I talked to her? After we got done climbing,
Oh, that one. Yes.
after we got done climbing, I was so excited. I was living with my friend at the time.
Yeah.
I texted her and was like, I talked to her today. So then on my way home from rock climbing, I went to Dairy Queen and I bought myself ice
I
cream.
knew that. I knew you bought yourself a treat for
I
it.
bought myself ice cream because I talked to her. And guess what? Never talked to her again.
Nope. But how was that ice cream?
Amazing. Because I earned it. That's how I'm like, I like you so much.
Yep.
Oh, I said, how are those wet holds?
What?
That's basically what I said to her. 'Cause
Pretty much, yeah.
We were talking
Yeah.
about wet, cold. I
Yeah,
don't-
something like that, yeah.
weird.
I remember
And
that.
I remember she was standing right next to me and I was shaking.
Yeah.
I was so nervous because I was like, you're really good.
Yeah.
And really attractive. I'm not good at crushes. Did you have something? Oh.
No.
Okay. Well, that was the lust card.
Yeah.
I'm going to grab a random one from a different category.
Okay.
And let's... God. I'm not good at dating.
No, you're really not. You're actively
Me
bad at it.
either.
No, but...
You got shot down once in your fucking life.
And you
Shut
rejected
up.
everybody else.
Yeah.
But what's weird is for me, it's I've looked back, it's I'm not good at dating, but then there's a couple times where I'm hooking up with people and I'm
Yeah.
and they're way into me, but I'm not into them.
That's been the weird thing of our later relationship is seeing that these very adult women who have very good jobs get obsessed over you.
Yeah, there are sometimes people will get obsessed with me and I'm not into them and I'm like,
Sorry.
I feel bad, but I'm also I kind of like it because you're obsessed with me.
It's just
I wish I could find someone that I'm obsessed with
Right,
that is
yeah.
obsessed with me.
it's just because I know you so well. I know what you're at in life, and then they are so into you, and you're like, no, I have to edit this video about what games you should buy for the classic Nintendo. I'm sorry, I need to do this right now.
Yeah,
And they're like, what about sex? And you're like, absolutely not. Light guns are on the mind.
usually it starts off usually I'll have sex with them a few times.
Usually.
And then I'll start denying them. That's usually then it usually goes.
That's great.
You're a drug. They just can't quit.
I'm like fucking meth, probably. It's
Apparently.
it's like a bad drug. And everyone says avoid him, but people somehow get hooked onto it, and then they can't quit.
Yeah.
Let's talk about envy.
Okay.
What will never make you satisfied, no matter how much you have of it? That's a tough question.
Yeah. I don't know if that one will work as much. So I don't really have an answer for that. Besides, like, soft cookies. Like, you know, like those soft, like, frosted ones?
You talking about Chips Ahoy?
No. I had some of those today. No, it's those ones that
The
they're
Walmart
very
ones?
They're very decisive.
Where it's the white
sugar
cookie, it's
with
the white-
with the
Those
best, the
suck
best
ass.
version is the pink frosting on top with sprinkles. I love those so much, and I will eat myself sick on those.
Those I'll eat like one and be like, this sucks.
I'll eat 5 in an evening and like
And feel like shit?
Yeah,
Dude,
like,
I
I
bet
feel
one
so
is
bad.
500 calories.
Yeah.
That sucks butthole.
but like I would say that.
Damn, that's wild. Izzy, you got one for this?
No.
What will
you,
never make
Robert?
you... What will make
You said you had
You said
one.
you had one.
Yeah.
Is it
You?
weed?
No.
What will never make you satisfied no matter how much you have of it?
No. I wouldn't hear yours.
Oh, I don't think I have one for this. I think it's probably success, to be honest.
Sure.
You know, like I have done a bunch of things in my life.
Yeah.
But
like-
we're getting real.
But like we've gotten like pretty good success in our endeavors separately. But like I don't think we've ever achieved like true stardom yet.
No, but I'm saying,
you don't
like,
think you'd be satisfied
right.
with that?
No, I'm never like all the creative things I do, like podcasting,
Your YouTube
channel, fucking short films,
Yep.
fucking back in the day, YouTube, all that stuff.
They varied on success.
Some of them have popped.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying I mean, Moist Monday has a clip on TikTok right now that has almost 3 million views.
Right. That doesn't get us anything.
No, but I'm saying we've got a ton of followers. But I'm saying like I always set these goals for these creative endeavors, and I hit them, and I'm never satisfied when we hit them. I'm never satisfied with my creative shit because I know I can do.
do you
like,
think
I don't feel-
do you think if you ever achieved true stardom though?
I'm not looking for stardom.
That's fair. But then what are you looking for?
See, I don't know. I think I'm just like, I feel like maybe I'm undeserving of it, so that's why I don't feel satisfied with it.
I mean, the random ones, sure, I get that. Like it's like for the TikTok that blew up, it wasn't like one of our stories that we think is
but
really
I'm just
good.
saying, like, it's just like for Gaming Off the Grid, especially.
Yes.
This is a channel that does successful.
Check it out.
We're approaching 42,000 subscribers,
Yeah.
which is absolutely insane. Patreon doing well and all this stuff, but it's like we set these goals, and it's like, oh, goal to hit 40K.
Yeah.
And we hit it, and I go, oh, that's awesome. I don't feel any fucking better. I don't feel anything like when I was in the band, I'd be like, oh, I want to play Woolies.
Sure.
And then we did play Woolies, and I was like, okay, now what?
Don't act like you didn't feel playing Woolies though. You did.
I did.
Yeah.
I liked it, but
You
I
felt that aggressively,
but
though.
inside, I feel like I don't.
Now, then you did feel it full force.
I'm just saying, like, every time we hit a milestone or a goal,
You still feel it though. It's just there is always more. I don't think it's that you can't appreciate how you felt.
this
though.
card says satisfied.
Sure.
And every time I set a goal and I hit it, I'm never satisfied. I just go, I did it. What's next? I'm a what's nexter.
I think you're putting down your "I did it" feeling though, because you do
I'm
feel
saying, like,
fully.
I do a to-do list every day.
Yeah.
And even when I cross stuff off, I'm satisfied. Like, I did it. I don't feel satisfied. Like, I can't ever fulfill it 100%.
Yeah,
But,
I
like,
think
I
Even at
met
Woolies,
you-
though, even at Woolies, though,
yeah.
90%.
I met you before I met Jacob. I
Yeah,
met
technically,
you,
yeah.
You know, performing a show
At Woolies.
for Bad Flower.
Sold
you
out-
know,
First sold out show I ever played.
you know, like, and like we even talk about like how incredible that show was.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I don't feel like I'll hit a milestone like that and I'll enjoy it in the moment, but then I'm like, I'm not.
I think you're diminishing how you feel in the moment now because it's harder to remember those extreme
No,
feelings.
but I will say, like, I feel it in the moment, but I don't feel satisfied with it. Especially, like,
Sure.
like for Game Off the Grid, for, like, the subscriber goal. Every year we set a goal for it.
That's
And
a
we-
slow build too, though.
Yeah, but we always, like, damn, we just hit 30,000 subscribers.
Sure.
That's a big fucking deal because a lot of our friends, you know, don't have that.
Yeah, we don't.
We don't have that.
We're at like 500.
A lot of people that you think about, that, and even when people ask you for the channel, you're like, oh, how many subs you're at? 42,000.
Yeah.
People go, holy shit. But in my mind, I'm like, it's whatever.
Is it that it could be more, or is it that it's just a number?
It's just a number. Like,
Sure.
I don't realize. Like,
So then it's not even like the build of it. It's just that you don't care about that.
but I do because we set a goal for that every year. Like our
Sure.
goal this year is to hit 55,000.
There's a goal of
And we'll
what.
hit it, and I'll be super excited. But then I won't be.
Okay.
Like, it's just like this deep down. Like, I'm not like. I think I'm always hungry for more.
Do you think it's more, or do you think it's just that those numbers don't really matter to you?
No, I think I'm hungry for more.
What is more though? Like just another one, or is it another milestone?
I think I'm goal satisfied. Like I'm just like.
But then you're not satisfied by the goal.
Then I'm not satisfied by the goal.
So then what do you think would make you satisfied?
See, that's the problem.
If it's not a goal, then it has to be something else.
I don't know. And maybe that's why I'm
or
not
is it
good
that
at dating.
this is just a job that just grows?
No, but like I look forward to it. And then I want it.
Why do you look forward to it?
Because I'm like, oh, this is a goal we set. We can cross it off.
So then why do you set the goal if you don't care?
Because I do care.
But you don't.
But I don't fully.
So what do you think is a goal that you would care about?
I don't know, dude. This is we're getting real talk.
Yeah,
right
no,
now. I don't know.
Asking real questions.
I don't know. That's the tough part. And I feel like a lot of things, like it's like I'm not. I guess I'm not like fully happy with myself, so maybe that's why I'm not fully happy with anything else.
Do you think it's the number, or do you think it's the energy from the crowd that you more care about?
What do you mean by that?
Do you care about how many people viewed the video, or do you care about the response of the video?
Well, views are
a number. I'm saying comments, likes, interaction. What do you care more about?
Comments are.
What do you care more about?
Probably comments.
Okay, so you want people agreeing, people joining, people interested, more than just a large number that means nothing but adds up.
But usually with a large number comes a large comment section.
Sure.
Like it usually snowballs with that.
Yeah, so are you looking... Because you guys don't really care about how many people like you. You care about how many people join you. You like the community. You don't really care about the fame.
I like building a community.
You like a convention where you can work with people, not where people look at you, right?
Yeah, I like that's what we do on the Patreon. Like people just we're all together. Yeah.
To me, it seems like you should more focus on the community factor of it, of interaction of the people you like and the people you deal with, more than just how many mouthless eyes watch.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, even in general for other things, like I'm not satisfied. Like I'm always just like, oh, I did this.
But like when you say you've done Woolies and like now it doesn't hit as well, that's different than like the idea of what the crowd looked like, because it was a sold out show. That crowd will hit the same every time.
Yeah,
it's just the title.
I
feel like
I still use it as a brag.
Sure, but
I still use it as.
I'm not saying when you tell other people. I'm saying what do you tell yourself?
Well, I feel like I don't deserve anything. That's probably why.
But you did it.
But I did it, so that's probably why I don't feel satisfied deep down.
Because you don't think you deserved it?
Yeah.
Do you think if you deserved it and did it, you'd feel any better?
It was also before COVID. And I love to be an advocate for that. It's just like it fucked you up so bad. I was like a straight A student before COVID, you know, and then like I was in college during COVID, and I was like a straight C student.
I mean, COVID did fuck me up.
You up.
It made me more. I fell deep into fucking mental health and shit.
Yeah,
you know. But I think the satisfaction fucking gene I've never had it.
So then, what are you striving for?
I'm just a to-do list guy. Like I just try to. Okay. I get things done. And I get happy that I get things done, but I'm never like, I'm one of those people that I don't think I'll ever be fully satisfied. I think like even in relationships,
I feel like you remove satisfaction as a personal level, where you need to find more personal satisfaction.
But even in relationships, I get like into it initially.
Sure.
And I'm like, oh, you're cool.
Yeah.
I love talking to you. And then eventually I go, I don't care.
I think it's the fact that
it dips. I go, I don't care anymore.
Well, I think viewing your cool as an achievement diminishes what you're looking for in the end.
But I get what you're feeling.
It's tough, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just a problem I've had with satisfaction.
Sure.
Also, it's like you want somebody to be exactly what you're thinking they're going to be.
I think my satisfaction levels are maybe too high,
or they're not real. That you set an idea of what it should be.
Set an idea of something that's not realistic, yeah.
Or not realistic, or just, no, because you've achieved a lot of your goals. It's just that you don't see them as actual goals to yourself. I think the personal versus like professional satisfaction is different on
tough.
You. Sure, yeah.
I mean,
you have to figure out what you truly want and what would actually make you satisfied. There's nothing wrong with the limits you've been setting recently, especially since you've been breaking them.
Yeah.
It's just the idea of deeming them as satisfactory might not be the right word.
It's just such a weird. Yeah, satisfactory is not the word, because it's like, yeah, obviously it's fucking,
good you did that.
It's badass that we fucking crushed this goal, or
40,000. Yeah,
did this, but it's also like, man, I just am like, what's next? I'm always like, what's next?
But there's nothing wrong with what's next either.
Yeah.
Except for when you apply it to incorrect things.
I think that's just my mentality.
Sure. So
I
you
think
might,
that's how my mentality has been always, though.
it might just be reworking that then for the appropriate things.
I guess
Because when you go to relationships, it's not what's next. It's what is this?
Hey, what is this?
It's but also I assume if you met the right person, it would feel like the right person.
And it hasn't.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with being
Yeah.
with the wrong people for a while.
And not, yeah.
And yeah, if it stopped for a reason.
It's just,
It's a weird thing to set.
yeah. I just don't know.
But as far as like YouTube goals, it's good to always be striving for more. And
Well,
you
yeah,
do
'cause-
enjoy
'cause
what you reach at the time.
Well, yeah, I do. I go, hell yeah, we did it. Like Wes will like send me a be like, oh, we hit our goal. And I'm
it's
like,
more than just a hell yeah, though. I've seen you like celebrate yourselves, and like rightfully so.
but then literally it's like a real quick, what's next?
Do you want to get rid of that? Do you want to wait?
I do like being hungry though.
Right.
Like,
yeah, that's
so
what I'm saying. It's like,
I do like being hungry
would
though.
you rather be satisfied with where you're at?
No, because I think
'Cause there's more
I
out
think
there.
we can do better.
Yeah. So there's also the look of what's healthy.
And same with like what we're doing with the podcast, what we're doing with sketches and shit.
Yeah.
I go,
Could be better.
I think we could do better.
Yeah.
I think like deep down, I think like I could be doing more.
And there's nothing wrong with that, I wouldn't say.
It's tough.
So I would say you do appreciate him in time.
Yeah.
I've heard you brag, and rightfully so.
But not much. I don't live in like I'll live in the moment like the day of or something.
Sure.
And then I'm like, okay.
But that's also why you've achieved so many goals. Is
Because I can
you
move
didn't.
on. Yeah, because like
Yeah, you
because some
didn't
people
wait.
hit a goal and then they just kinda ride
Yeah.
the goal. They're like, oh, I did it. It's
Yeah.
over.
So I wouldn't say there's a negative thing to that, except for if you apply it to the incorrect situations.
Yeah, it's just tough, dude. Satisfaction is a weird word.
Yeah.
You know, because I could be satisfied with a sandwich, but I'm going to eat dinner later. You know,
Sure.
like,
Yeah.
it's
There's
like-
always what's next. Yeah.
It's. I think I've always been a what's next person.
Sure. And like that's good for certain situations.
It's hard to separate it though.
Sure. Like when it comes to like relationships.
Just in life in general, like I'm always like a to-do list guy, or sometimes I'll get so focused in myself, and then when I'm dating somebody, it's just like initially I put my energy into that, and then I'm like back to my to-do list, and then they hate it.
Sure. Yeah. There's the ability to view like what's worth the energy because it's all like there's a payoff for everything.
Well, and also it's like, okay, yeah, I just met you, went on a few dates with you, it's going great and all this stuff. But then I'm like, well, actually, I don't want to hang out tonight because I want to work on this thing because it's doing better than, and I've been doing this longer than I've known you.
Sure. Is better the right word, do you think?
I
When
don't
it
know-
comes to
I
relationship
don't know
versus YouTube channel?
I don't know if it's better, but I'm just saying like, it's like, this is proven that this will be successful.
Is that the way you look at it, or is it what's worth your time?
I think it might be just,
Do you think professional goals go above personal? Or not goals isn't the right word, but not reward either. But like, understand what I'm saying.
But I
what
can-
you get out of a relationship, there are shared aspects. What you get out of like a YouTube
no, but
channel.
I can tell if I'm talking to somebody usually really quick.
Sure. And there's nothing wrong with that either.
And then I'm like, okay, this will pay off. If I just focus on this instead, this will pay off more than
Because do you think if you found the right person,
if
you
I found the
wouldn't
right
feel
person.
that
Yeah,
way?
if I found the right person, probably. But I think I'm also like I think I'm like very perfectionist though on the right person though. Like I give things like a chance initially. Like I'm like, oh, I'm talking to this girl.
That's how you find things out, though.
I'm talking to this girl, and then I go, never mind.
Sure. Nothing wrong with that.
But I feel like, yeah. But I think if I found the right girl, I'd be like, we did it.
That's
We did it.
the hope, at least.
Yeah, that's the hope. That's what I'm hoping for. And it was that fucking grocery store girl.
Yeah, that's
She's
the thing.
fucking gone, baby.
Well, yeah, you need to start going there every day.
I went there today.
Any eyes on her?
Wasn't there.
Damn.
There were other girls though. Didn't talk to me though. Satisfaction is a tough thing, dude. I don't know.
Sure, and it's just you have to hope that you will appreciate it for when it's what you think you
And
want.
I think if I do, obviously in relationships, if I do meet the right person, it might. I'll just go, oh wow, this is what I was looking for.
Sure, I hope so.
But also,
you gotta allow yourself.
I gotta let myself
yeah.
to do it.
Yeah.
And the tough part is I've grown up on fucking romantic fucking movies
Sure.
and all this shit. 500 Days of Summer and all this shit.
No, but your favorite movies are not good romantic movies.
My favorite movie is 500 Days of Summer.
Yeah, that's a horrible one.
And on Happiness though.
But not the right happiness. Not what
He met Autumn.
I guess I don't even really remember the movie.
It ends on a happy note.
I didn't know he meets another girl, and I just remember like that they have the same like slideshow of like her getting married as like Shrek does, of Fiona trying on her wedding dress too, but then it ends differently.
They did a real versus his
picture,
yeah.
Yeah.
So like it showed him like walking, giving him a gift, but it was actually the engagement party that he got
Gotcha.
invited to. Yeah, I love that movie so much.
I've
It's
seen
my
it
sad movie.
once.
It's my sad movie now.
You have so many sad movies. I remember I would come home when we lived together. You'd be watching Parenthood in the dark doing a puzzle, and you'd just be crying over the puzzle pieces.
Damn, I was a sad 20-year-old.
Yeah, and I was like 19 and didn't know how to handle that.
I don't even do that now, dude. If I'm doing
Good.
I mean, I still do puzzles and I still watch that shit, but I don't do them together. Now I can watch that shit and not worry about it
Good.
because nobody's there.
Oh, okay. Jesus.
But speaking of movies, though,
Yes.
I did just pick up a stack of movies and send you a photo of it.
Because you've been doing garage sales.
Garage
shopping.
sales, dude. I picked up Van Helsing.
So fucking good.
Is it good?
I'm so tired of people giving that movie a bad name.
See, I've never
Van
seen it.
Helsing and League of Extraordinary Gentlemen are two of the best action
So
thrillers
it's-
from the mid 2000s.
It's up with
I put it there. Others don't. You've seen Van Helsing. Yeah.
what? So it's wild that it's fucking Wolverine.
Yeah, they were planning on doing a whole series for it, and it didn't go
And then
well,
I
which I'm
picked
so
up,
mad.
And then I picked up the trilogy of The Mummy,
First two incredible, third one's fine.
Scorpion King, which
Also fine.
which
Wait,
is-
it was Mummy 1, 2, and then Scorpion
and then
King?
Scorpion King,
Lame. It should at least be the third Mummy movie. Well, now there's a fourth one, but who really cares?
which I don't know much about the Mummy series either. Brendan Fraser, though, right?
In the first three, yes.
Yes. And then Scorpion King is The Rock.
Yes, and he's also in the second movie.
And then I can't remember what else I picked up.
Can't remember either. It was a good movie, though.
But it's about that same time. And
Yeah. Dude, Van Helsing is so fucking
I think
good.
I might watch Van Helsing tonight.
Do it.
Like,
It's
it's
so
like-
good.
But like based on the cover, it's like
I put
it
it
doesn't look good. But I love League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. So like
I put it equal with like the original X-Men movie. Same with how it shaped me and my view of what I like.
so I wonder how I'll feel.
Same with like how I was drawing weird blue nippleless titties because of Mystique. The Vampire Wives and Van Helsing hit me the same. They were a changing point.
I wonder how I'll feel about it seeing it for the first time. 'Cause
It's
I
so
grew up
good.
with the X-Men movies.
Yeah,
But didn't watch them a ton.
but you watched them recently and loved them.
Yeah, I love them.
I
So,
think you'll enjoy Van Helsing.
I also love Wolverine.
Right, Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman is incredible. I'm excited for that. Do you guys want to do one more card or what?
Sure.
What do you? Is
Another card?
She's not even holding her microphone anymore.
Sure.
Okay, let's do one more card. Hopefully, it's a good one.
If not, we'll do another card.
All right. Next up on Slippery Sins is Gluttony.
Okay.
We'll start with Izzy this time because she hasn't talked in a while. You're on death row. You can have anything you want for your last meal. What do you order?
Oh, really good fried chicken.
Ooh.
What do you consider really
Like,
good fried
yeah,
chicken? What's your ratio for
Like
it?
like a full fried chicken or just like chicken wings, chicken
No, like
breast?
I want like a rotisserie fried chicken.
Rotisserie.
oh,
like
you
a
want a full.
Yeah.
Dang, I haven't had a rotisserie chicken
And
in
like
a while.
and like mashed potatoes, but like full like potatoes that are mashed.
You want a little skin in there?
Yeah.
I prefer it that way too.
And like
Damn.
some butter. And then like really good green beans and like
Okay.
I don't know, something
It's your
about
last
like,
meal. You can have a ton of stuff.
Yeah, that's like so you're going comfort.
yeah.
Okay.
And then like a really good, really, really dry glass of champagne.
dry.
I thought you didn't love dry.
I don't like dry, but I really like dry champagne
Interesting.
Wow.
and dry white wine.
You wouldn't want a light and squeezy or any of your like creature comforts.
No,
Damn.
I'd want like a really sweet lemonade
Huh.
and a really dry glass of champagne
Why a dry glass?
because it's good
Okay.
and it'll get me a little bit more fucked up than a sweet glass of champagne will get me.
I think that's the trick is to get a little bit drunk,
Yeah.
so then you'd get fried.
Because I would definitely.
But like,
Yep.
I want the best piece of fried chicken.
What is the best piece of fried chicken?
Thigh.
Because when you're saying rotisserie,
Yeah, I'm thinking of full.
you're gonna
pit
need
of full chicken.
Because I think you'll want every piece of a chicken, but separated so you get the full fry.
Well, I want like you asked me for like a piece like to identify with
Mm-hmm.
is like a rotisserie chicken, but I want like the best piece of like fried like thigh
Okay.
chicken. Like a drumstick is
Drumstick's so good.
Because I like the legs.
Yeah, legs are the tastiest.
But she prefers like
And
wings.
It's
and...
more meat to bone ratio.
Oh, sure.
I'm slowly getting into chicken wings with bones.
Sure.
But I do not like eating bone
Wings.
meat. Like
Oh.
I don't like. I like ribs, but I don't order ribs. I don't
Sure.
like bone meat. I'd rather have just meat. You know,
But
what?
also-
I'd rather have shredded pork, shredded, or boneless
but
wings.
also the best piece of sweet corn. You have to have good sweet corn.
Okay.
Dang, you're doing a full dinner. That's what you should do on your last meal.
A full sweet corn.
That's
Sweet
tough.
corn.
So like, how long? I guess if you're on death row and you get to eat this meal, do you think you have a time limit?
I don't know. Maybe probably technically.
So
I would
like,
assume
so
so.
I'm guessing you have like an hour to eat all this, so you can really enjoy it. But also,
So you're doing one
So
meal.
I would do everything that I have said, but I would do like a bucket of sweet corn.
A bucket of sweet corn?
Probably like I would give myself like 12 cobs of sweet
Jesus
corn.
Christ.
holy shit!
I would probably eat like 6 or 7 of them.
God, your teeth would hurt.
But like
She's dying. It doesn't matter.
Still.
I'm telling you, like right now, like on a good day, if I'm having my perfect meal, I will eat 3 or 4 cobs of sweet
No,
corn.
dude, if it's sweet, I could fucking
It's
demolish.
so good.
It's just a pain in the ass to eat, but I could.
It is so good.
It's the best. It's
like
the best corn.
with the correct amount of butter and salt on that cob of corn.
If we're talking corn, I think it goes sweet corn,
it is so fucking
cream corn.
It is so good, especially if
saw
you're
what-
if
we
you're
put
in
popcorn on the
Iowa
list.
and you are buying a cob of sweet corn out of like a drugstore like parking lot.
Oh, sure.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So good. It's so good.
Damn,
It is. That is my perfect meal.
So would you have anything for dessert?
If I were going to have any dessert, it would be tiramisu.
Okay, tiramisu.
That is my
It's
dessert.
a fancy dessert.
It's
Coffee.
so good.
See, I'm not a fan of tiramisu, even though I love coffee. It just seems a little.
I don't really.
So just like a slice, or would you order it? Would you do a full?
Yeah, I would pig out in that shit.
100%. It's your last meal.
Yeah, exactly. Like no, like it's the fact that it is so delicately placed that like, and then they're going to cut me a slice of it that I'm like, oh, you had to prepare this for me.
You would make this. So then you go, can I have another?
Mm-hmm.
I think on death row you're able to be like, hey, can I have more?
Yeah, you can.
So is there anything? Well, so you would have
And pistachio ice cream.
pistachio ice cream.
Have you never had pistachio ice cream?
I think maybe you once.
So good. It's
I
this
love
like
pistachios.
light green color,
Yeah,
and
I
the
love
best kind of it has like these little pistachio nuts
I
in
feel
it.
like that's a hard ice cream to find.
So
Saying
good.
pistachio ice cream?
Pistachio
Oh,
ice
it's
Never
so
actually
good.
had it.
I think I've had
so
it once
good.
because I love pistachios.
Sure.
I used to buy pistachios all the time because
They got so expensive.
They're so expensive.
They did.
but they're a great snack.
They're
You do
so
with
good.
the
And
nut.
also, oh yeah,
Yeah.
with shelled because also it's a snack that you have to.
It's an activity.
It's an
Yeah.
activity, and you can do it while you're watching a movie. But yeah, I would when I was dating Cave Girl, she loved pistachios,
Sure.
and I would buy her pistachios all the time that were shelled, and it'd be by weight. And so I would just feel like a
They're
Hy-Vee.
so
It'd be like a
expensive.
Hy-Vee bag, and it'd be like $25.
Yeah.
But like we would eat them the entire weekend, and we'd hang out.
Sure.
And it was awesome. Like we'd be watching a movie and be like, and then we'd like, and also it's fun to suck on the shells. Like
Yeah.
Yep,
The salt
because
off
they're
them?
so salty.
They're so
it's
salty.
so good.
pistachio ice cream. That's
I've never actually had
I
it.
think I've had it. I think I've had it once.
Incredible.
That's a-
And there's like one specific brand that I'm thinking of too.
What brand?
Hey, what brand?
I couldn't tell you.
What does it look like? Can you
Could
picture
not-
it?
It's like it has a black like cover
I'll look for it.
that's like an oval, and then it's like an oval, but like it's still a black
So there's
covering.
two ovals in black.
But it's like the casing is an oval on the top, but like it's like it goes in on the sides, and then like it's a smaller oval down here.
Okay.
But then on the side of it, they have like pistachio, like green ice cream right here. And then
Okay.
it has like a scoop, and it's like picking up like pistachios out of the
I'm gonna
scoop.
have to
You
look.
better find this. And as she describes it, I want it like be blurry and slowly come into
Well,
focus.
I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
send her so many images. Is this
Is it
it?
this one?
And she's gonna respond 2 hours later. No.
Maybe.
It's like so expensive too.
She's saying maybe.
Yeah, I
I go,
don't
doesn't
know.
help.
Yeah.
No, I could tell you exactly what.
Okay,
what
if I find it, it's probably like fucking just from Cedar Rapids or whatever. Where it's from just
no,
a small
literally,
guy.
probably.
It will never.
In like the high B in Cedar Rapids.
It will be.
That's-
It will be a fucking ice cream I'll never find.
They're closing one of the Hy-Vee Cedar Rapids.
Which one is it? Lindell?
No, it's
Then it doesn't
one of the
matter.
more main. I think my cousin like helps run the one they're closing. Though I'm worried. He
Your
was
guy cousin.
yes. He like grew up to be just a Hy-Vee guy, but also he's
Which
like
is fine, yeah.
But like he is like, I like yeah. You say that, but he's also like thriving in it.
Well,
Where you're like,
Tommy.
yeah.
Do you remember my friend Andrew?
He's also like a Lego guy, and he's thriving in it. But
Yeah.
I'm worried that they're closing his
people
Hy-Vee.
those people are satisfied with
They're
life.
so happy.
That's
they're
what's
so fucking happy.
That's what's frustrating. Is like I do so many things and I'm not satisfied, but these people are like, I'm just doing this. Fine,
Yep.
satisfied.
It
My
lasts for a
friend
day,
Andrew
yeah.
transferred to a different Ivy 3 hours away.
Isn't that wild?
3 hours away to become
What?
like a produce
What?
manager, and he's
What?
thriving. He's got a girlfriend.
No, my
He's
company
thriving.
sent me an email of like, hey, do you want to be a manager in Nashville, Tennessee?
No.
I'm just like, absolutely not. Like that'd be a great
But
thing to
some
be as a
people
person.
are just like, yeah, I would.
like that'd be a promotion and a new location. I was just like, nah,
In
not
Nashville,
interested. Yeah,
music, dude.
I know.
It's a
We
bigger
can't do
update.
that.
No, just nope.
Yeah, 'cause you're like,
not
no,
interested.
I-
I'm so
I like
much
this.
happier
We have
here.
a house.
Yeah.
All right, Jacob. What is your last meal on death row?
All right, so mine is different than hers because mine isn't a meal. It's just like highlights. So I want a good medium rare steak.
Oh, you're a steak guy.
I don't know my favorite version of it, but I would do research to figure this out. Same with my favorite shrimp.
Yeah, but if you're in jail, how are you doing research? This is death row, baby.
You get a laptop at times.
How you
I
doing?
would assume.
Yeah, you do.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, you do.
Yeah, you get rack
Yeah,
time.
that's
well,
how I
I
know.
guess not death row, but I would talk to like a true crime podcast and have them figure it out for me. I have a whole idea. Yeah.
Yeah,
All
that
right. So
makes
I would
sense.
do same with like my favorite kind of shrimp. I'm not sure what that is, but that's up there on my favorite foods. Basically, what my meal at Outback.
You like shrimp?
I like good shrimp.
So cooked shrimp?
We've
Yes.
actually talked about this recently.
That
You know
the
what-
Outback surf and turf, whatever I can get there is up there on my favorite food. Same with
don't even know what that
with
is.
that I get broccoli smothered in cheese, their bread,
Oh, wow.
and their potato smothered
Their bread
in cheese.
is fucking hammer.
So like that's
you just
a-
want an Outback meal.
that is half.
Okay.
That is my main meal. It's probably
it's
that.
I,
'Cause they have
I don't
good
think they have.
steak
I don't think they
fries.
have a budget for your death meal.
They
I don't think you get one.
no. So
I think you can order whatever you want,
certain-
even though you're a murderer.
Not-
and they pay for it.
there's certain states where someone has ruined that for them
Oh,
they
really?
they did something so
Because they
specific
got
that it
it, yeah.
ruined it. Yeah.
Lame.
Along with my meal, I'd also choose the electric chair that they plan on killing me in. I would eat that piece by
Okay.
piece, so they cannot use it on
You're
me.
stupid.
I would eat that.
You're
wood.
stupid.
For my last meal, I'd choose the electric chair
You're stupid.
as an entree.
You thought this would be a good joke.
I would just eat
and
the
I
wires.
and I
You're
hate.
stupid.
But you're buying in.
Stupid.
No, I
yeah,
hate it.
no,
I
he
hate
is.
this
You
answer.
would
He
eat.
for
You would eat
sure
part of the
is.
plug-in.
I hate this answer.
Look at his mouth.
That's just
He's
in
so
there.
happy.
That's in my description.
I hate
Along
this answer.
with my favorite spicy tuna sushi.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. It's a food.
Chocolate milk, but they give me good milk in a glass bottle, whole milk, and chocolate syrup and a spoon. I get to add my own ratio and all of that. Same with for dessert, I definitely want a good vanilla bean ice cream with chewy Chips Ahoy. I'm trying to think what other desserts I'd throw in there. With Hershey's chocolate
shit.
syrup. Jesus.
Well, foamer.
Lay's classic potato chips, of course. As
For dessert?
No, as a bedding for the whole situation.
Fucking sucks.
Okay.
Ass. That's a meal I would probably die to.
You would kill
yeah,
yourself.
I'd kill
because of it,
myself
yeah.
because I'm eating this.
I'm trying to think of what other the big hitters. I would want a chocolate cake donut. That's like the more like cake donut with chocolate icing.
So a chocolate base with chocolate icing.
It's a pretty common. It's the chocolate cake.
It's my
donut,
favorite
It's
from Dunkin'.
it's up. Yes, the Dunkin' one's very
Yeah,
good.
I used to work in a
So
bakery. I know
good.
what you're talking about. With chocolate, it's a chocolate donut with chocolate icing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, with a cake donut.
It's a little bit denser.
Yeah, cake donuts are dope, dude.
That one
They are good, but
if
dude, when I worked in the bakery, I ate so much donuts. That's why I like the Jellyfield.
Sure.
Because I ate so
Because
much
they're
of
different.
everything.
I mean, when I worked in the movie theater, I went through so many ranges of popcorn.
you hate popcorn.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's very specific ones I can do again. trying to think what other last meals. Definitely like a chocolate shake along with my chocolate milk. But like I think that's all I can think of right now. Oh, my ideal McDouble.
Okay.
If that could be my last thing I eat, the perfect McDouble, ketchup only, is one of the best things I've put in my mouth.
Would you do a
have
McDonald's?
mentioned
Would you
that.
do a McDonald's soda?
No, I don't do soda. I would
A
do
McDonald's
an Arizona.
Sprite?
A McDonald's Coke?
I would do an Arizona green tea. I would do my chocolate shake as a McDonald's chocolate shake. Those are pretty perfect for what they
Okay.
are.
Pretty
Same
good.
with I would want their
With
fries.
an injection of like a strawberry being made first.
Yes. So
That is-
what?
I was gonna. He's talked about this.
Yes, that's a very good catch. So my favorite chocolate shake from McDonald's is when the last shake they poured out of that spout was a strawberry shake, and there's just a little bit
So
of
you get
that.
a hint of strawberry
Yes,
in it, but
correct.
it's chocolate.
Yes,
Correct.
it's just
So the next person gets
what's in the
chocolate in
tube.
it.
Yes, yeah, it's so
Damn.
fucking good.
I don't think I've ever experienced that.
Yeah.
He's
Yes,
talked
it-
about that so many
It
times.
is something special when you get one.
Damn.
And when you can be able to like realize it. Also, along with all that, probably my ideal scotch, which is right now Glenlivet 14.
Okay.
I would do a High Life.
Oh, yep.
Other beer, I don't really know. Maybe my Boulevard Quad.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's your beer.
I'm trying to think if that's one of my favorite flavors. Because I'd want to be a little bit tipsy at the beginning of this because the food just tastes so much better.
I'd want to be so high.
So and also, yeah, because
Sure.
on your meal,
I
on your
would
meal,
smoke like not even like a bowl or a joint. Like I would smoke out of a bong for my last
yes,
meal.
she didn't
I don't want
mention
to
it.
start coughing.
So you would smoke
do
a
a
bong
joint.
if you could. Yeah.
Yes.
A joint
I-
would be dope.
Ideal
Or a
joint.
joint, because like a joint is just so perfect.
Yeah. All right. I think that is a list. It might be my full.
I mean,
At
I think
Robert.
I've had a lot of time to think,
Yeah, you really have.
but I've been getting excited about all your meals.
Are you pulling anything from ours?
So I think I would start off with a KFC famous bowl.
That's so filling. So
An
you're gonna have to chew.
appetizer?
You're gonna have to chew up and spit out. Because also I was thinking about that too. Is that I'm gonna spit out a lot of this food just so I can enjoy
but
the
this
waves.
isn't like I'd
Great
eat half
fried
of
chicken.
it.
I
I'd eat
can't
half
spit
of
it
it.
out.
I'd eat half of the famous bowl.
Yeah, you
Dude,
would
and
pick
also
the-
a full
good-
famous bowl is
three
not a
good
meal.
bites.
It's
No,
not a meal.
Also, good famous bowl, 3
Yeah.
perfect bites,
and then you go.
That's it.
And then you go. Okay, put it away.
Yeah.
And then if I'm hungry later, I'll come back to it.
No, fuck that. I would chuck it at the wall. I'd have a
Okay.
guard watch me.
I wouldn't be-
frisbee it at the wall.
I wouldn't be
You are-
aggressive.
No, you
Robert,
are.
continue.
No, you are at your final
like him
meal.
like this.
No, chuck it at the wall when you're done with it.
It's
Fuck
in
that.
a bowl, frisbee
Yeah,
shape.
no,
yeah.
yeah. Chuck it at the wall.
Okay,
Because
I'll
I
check-
picture a full white room for some reason. Like straight up
We're
like
gonna
Magneto
destroy it.
cell. Yeah.
We're gonna destroy it. And the guard's over there, and I like, just kidding.
Yeah.
and throw
You
it,
want a bite? Bitch.
bitch.
Yeah.
And then a really good old fashioned.
'Cause I think I want straight scotch for mine, but yeah,
have
I could
never
see
gotten
that.
into old
I
fashions.
love old fashions.
I've tried them so many
A
times.
really good old fashioned, and then also,
You know what we should do? We should go to her bar and try and test all their old fashions, see who makes the best one.
I was gonna say I
wait,
can
you,
also.
you have different old fashions.
Maybe.
No, who makes them? It's
It
so
depends
different.
on the bartender. It really does. Because
You're talking. Your mic. You're talking
Yeah.
through your chin right
Yeah.
now.
me and muddle our fruit, but does not muddle his fruit. So it really depends.
And it also
I like
depends
it
on what
muddled.
whiskey you use.
Yep.
And also, and do not fill up their glasses all the way.
We'll bleep all those.
But
Thank you.
old fashioned, and then also I want next to my old fashioned a tall glass of ice cold ice water.
Ugh.
Valid.
Gross.
Valid.
No,
So valid.
I love, dude. If it's like fucking full ice,
And
ice
it
water.
feels so good.
Oh, it feels so good.
That's
Oh,
so
it
bad.
feels so
it's
good.
so good.
You're so true.
I love it.
No, that is so
I
true.
hate ice water so much.
No, dude.
You're so right.
So I went to a buffet yesterday for Mother's Day,
I can like
and-
feel it on my teeth.
and she kept bringing ice water in, and I was like, "Thank you so much," and it was full ice, and I was drinking it down.
Yeah.
Even though I was drinking like espresso martinis and shit,
Yeah,
like I was
no,
like, "This
but
is
I've
fucking.
had-
This is like, oh, it's so. It cools my insides. So
It
it's like,
just feels so
and also
good.
it cleanses your palate and all that
Yep.
shit. It's so good. So then I would do that, and then after the KFC famous bowl, I would have a grandma cooked version of a lasagna.
God, you're so full immediately.
Yeah, but at this point, dude, it's your death row. Take a few bites.
Oof.
Like
not
just
eating
out
those
of like
so
a freezer.
dense, yeah.
No, I'm saying like freshly. baked, freshly baked.
Your grandma or a grandma?
Just a grandma.
It's like I didn't have that grandma who could do a
No, I
lasagna.
love lasagna. I love
How do you feel about Mondays?
I hate them.
This is the Moist Monday podcast.
I'm Garfield, baby. And then I think I gotta have a pint of Ben & Jerry's.
What flavor?
I'd probably go with American Dream.
What is that?
Interesting.
I
didn't know that was your flavor.
That's one of the nightly.
It's,
I was gonna say the half.
I think American Dream is that Jimmy Fallon?
No.
Oh, it's Stephen Colbert.
Yes, thank
Stephen
you.
Colbert.
I kept thinking Jon
Jimmy
Stewart.
Fallon
Yeah.
also has his own flavor that's pretty good.
That's like the cherry.
The Tonight
one,
Dough. He's
yeah.
the Tonight Dough.
Oh, Tonight Dough, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the Tonight Dough. But I'd probably have a pint of that. I love ice cream. And then, man, you were bringing up shrimp earlier. Mm-hmm. I think like while I'm eating the Famous Bowl, I would do like the raw cold shrimp with just shrimp cocktail.
Really?
I love that shit.
I would want however Outback does it. That's my favorite
No,
shrimp
dude,
so far.
raw cold shrimp, like they get like a
like a bag of it, yeah.
Like,
but
I
when it comes
wonder.
in like the spin, comes in the circle, and you just dip it in the middle and you drop your shell. That's dope as hell.
That sounds so good.
And then also we talked about it earlier, a bag of pistachios,
yeah.
Sure.
so that I can munch on them.
If you could like
Yeah.
munch up to your execution, that'd be great. Because for me, it'd be just family bags of Lay's classic potato chips.
Fuck
Correct.
that, dude.
No,
kill him. Kill him right now. He doesn't
For
get
that
him.
reason.
He doesn't get him.
All right, if you get, what's the last thing you take a bite of, though?
Ooh, what's the last thing you take a bite
I
of?
might do Lay's classic potato chips. I want just that in my mouth.
That's a tough thing. What's the last thing you take a bite of?
I want a slosh of mini M&Ms into my mouth.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not a bad one.
That sounds like my answer.
that you
But,
can
like,
just work on your like.
I want
Molars?
I want those tubes of mini
Yeah,
M&Ms.
his
like
favorite
I
candy.
want that.
Yeah. No,
into
that is
my
Robert's
mouth.
favorite candy.
Mini M&Ms are my favorite. What the fuck?
Really?
Yes.
Mini M&Ms are the best
Yeah,
M&Ms.
that's what I want.
That's why I got it for him for
That's what I
Christmas.
want.
Oh my god.
All right. Well,
What's
on this
the last-
topic,
No, well, I got to think of my
Okay.
last bite real
Oh,
quick.
yes.
Or pistachios. Pistachios are such a rich flavor.
that and some like bourbon would be so nice.
Yeah, like a really aggressive shot would be really fun too.
Like a shot and then just do it.
a last.
Or like a bowl, like taking like a really aggressive fat.
No, because
like,
it takes a little bit for the
smoke.
high to kick
Yeah,
in, though.
bowl wouldn't hit me like a shot
I'd rather
would.
do a shot.
A shot of 4 roses would maybe be the last thing I do on
Shot
this
of
earth.
Fireball. Fireball
that.
has been my thing recently.
Oh, really? You're into Fireball.
Since we have done your
Okay,
thing.
but Jameson. No, I'm saying
No, I would
Before
take a
they-
shot
'cause
of Jameson.
Also, I'm saying electric chair for all of us.
Yeah.
Oh, so
none
they
of this,
zap you.
none of this slow injection. No, like if I could
I wanna
do
get zapped,
one
yeah.
thing before I get zapped, it would be a shot of 4 roses right now, and then just flip it.
You know what? To be honest,
if I'm gonna do one thing before I get zapped, you know what I want?
What?
I want to crunch into cardboard the way that cat on
Oh.
TikTok crunches into I want that feeling.
You can just put that between your teeth when they zap you. I'm sure you clench.
Like I want to know how that feels.
you know what I'm gonna say right
Do
now.
you know what I'm
Yes,
talking
I know.
about?
My last bite
Yes.
will
Are you
be
gonna do food over alcohol?
an Hawaiian roll.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, because
that sweet,
and
soft,
maybe
that's not
bread?
bad.
And maybe it's built into a sandwich where like
that
that's
ham
the
and
where
hollandaise.
it's, with the hollandaise, and it's like maybe that's the sandwich because it's like
Where it has the poppy seeds on top.
You get that fucking sweetness with the
Shit.
bread and then the crunchiness.
You're like clenching.
And then,
No, that's a good last bite.
yeah.
Like,
Because it's like
that's
you
not
take
a
a
food
bite,
I love, but that's a good
no,
last
it's
bite.
flavorful and then dead. Yeah, flavorful then dead.
Oh, it's flavorful than. Like it's not
It
a
also
good.
makes me think of my favorite episode of Twilight Zone, or not Twilight Zone, Tales from the Crypt.
Okay.
It's the pilot episode.
Oh, okay.
Where the guy it's about an executioner.
Yeah.
That zaps people. And then they ban the death penalty. So then he's out of a job. So then he kills people.
Yeah.
And then the episode ends where he's on,
Yeah.
where he gets zapped.
He gets zapped. Yeah.
So that's the best episode of.
All right. So what I have here now is famous last meals from people who actually fucking died.
Okay, yeah, I'm curious about this. Yeah.
All right. First off, we have
I think I've looked into this before just for fun.
Timothy McVeigh.
Okay.
He
Does it
was
say
a
what they did then?
fucking rough one. He was the serial killer.
Okay, yeah.
He was the Oklahoma City bombing.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So this guy was fucked. He
See,
was,
this was fucked up. Is you do fucked up shit, but then you can order whatever you want.
and what he
and they
ordered,
pay for it?
What he ordered was 2 pints of mint chocolate chip ice cream.
I get it.
Not bad.
I
That
get
is
it.
not a bad last
I
meal.
get it.
Do they wait till you finish?
Mint chocolate chip ice
No,
cream
he doesn't get all of it. It's just he ate his full. Mint chocolate chip is not a bad one.
It is such a good flavor.
That's my favorite ice cream.
Oh, because it has such like these like
He killed
especially
168
chips.
people.
I was gonna say if you get the
Wait,
right
he killed
kind
168 people?
He bombed a public building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
those
And the
little
government
flakes of
paid for his
chocolate
ice cream.
chips. So good.
Good meal.
Ben and Jerry's too.
Yeah, Ben and Jerry's. Yeah.
All right, up next we got Victor Fugger, who in Iowa was executed by hanging.
Oh, nowhere way to go.
His meal was a single olive with a pit for his last meal. What the fuck are you doing?
What kind of olive?
No,
Like,
that's
what's in a
not-
pit?
That's not a,
Does not matter.
Like, what
doesn't
kind of
matter.
pit?
That's not a meal.
All
No,
right,
but is it like a pimento pit? Because that's something that I could just like pull out of my pick or my.
reported saying he hoped the tree that symbolizes peace would sprout from his grave.
But he killed people.
He ate it for a seed. That is
Lame.
insane.
So he wanted
Lame.
The olive pit was found in his
Stupid.
suit pocket when he was buried.
Stupid.
Okay, that's
All right, Eileen Wuornos.
You might as well
Yeah, no,
enjoy it.
fuck that
Okay.
bitch.
Eileen Wuornos, it's a serial killer / prostitute.
We know.
was executed by lethal injection October 9th,
Well, that
2002.
sucks. I'd rather go fucking zapped or hung.
A cup of coffee.
Why are they doing?
Valid.
Let's order a fucking meal.
For her, that makes sense.
But why not like a cake with it or something like
yeah,
that?
dude.
she was
Or-
a bitch.
No, but like eggs, bacon, and toast. She seems like a diner gal.
Yeah.
Why just order an olive or a
Also,
coffee?
eggs, bacon, toast. Not a bad last meal with a coffee.
Pretty good.
A,
Like a
simple
diner meal?
but you get it perfect.
And
It's
some
perfect.
some old lady brings it to you.
Perfect
Calls you a
bacon.
honey.
Yeah, they go.
Yeah.
Here you go, honey. And you go, thanks, sweetie.
All right, John Wayne Gacy. I know this one. This is a good one. Deep fried shrimp, incredible. Bucket of KFC chicken,
Yep.
incredible. French fries and a pound of strawberries.
See,
Not bad.
that's what I'm talking. That's a meal.
Strawberries.
Another Iowan,
because
too.
like not.
He's an Iowan.
Would it be?
He lived and worked in Iowa. He owned a KFC in Iowa.
Yeah, for me, it wouldn't be strawberries, but like a Honeycrisp apple is so
Oh, and it's the snap when you bite into
fucking
it.
want good-
so good.
If we're saying fruit, I'd want good grapes.
Oh,
so
for
I
my
get
last
it.
I
meal.
want good
A
pineapple.
green grape is for you.
A good
Yes.
pineapple.
Good
Ooh,
pineapple
a
would be
good
good, too.
pineapple
A good
is fucking
pineapple.
incredible.
All right, we all know what John Wayne Gacy did. He was deemed the killer clown.
was a bad guy.
Wanted a dozen deep fried shrimp, a bucket of original recipe chicken from KFC, which he was a manager of several KFCs.
That's wild that he wanted KFC even though he managed it. Because you think
But
if
like
you worked at a
that
place, you would
chicken
be
is
tired
so
of it.
fucking
no,
good.
KFC
It's so good.
in the
It is.
late 70s, mid 80s.
Oh, they were king.
perfect.
They were
no,
king. Yeah.
we're talking pre-famous bowl.
That's
My
You
fried-
had
mouth
a
is
famous bowl in
watering.
your meal. Yeah,
Yeah, but I didn't work there. It's a
French
different-
fries and a pound of strawberries. Not
That's
bad
a
either.
lot of strawberries.
Well, like it's to your
Might as
discretion.
well like eat until you get sick.
Yeah.
Might as
a
well.
pound is
And then
going to
dude, I would
eat
love
until you
if
get
I'm
sick.
getting fucking fried. I'd love if I shit my pants on
Yeah.
the chair.
no,
no, you
really.
do when you die.
Always.
Which is why you
Yes.
should get the coffee.
exactly. Also, maybe
It's
you
just
throw
one in the
up.
barrel. All right, we got Ted Bundy. Obviously, we all know what he did. Murdered 30 women.
over multiple states.
Yep.
Mr.
The infamous serial killer declined a last meal, so he was offered a traditional plate of steaks, eggs, hash browns, and coffee instead. None of which he ate. What the fuck are you doing, Ted Bundy?
He was stupid because he also tried to like contain his innocence until he
No,
was like.
But the thing is, he did such a good job of that.
Oh, so he was acting like he was innocent.
Well, no, because he represented himself, and he did a great job of that.
Really?
Yes. It's just that the facts were too much there.
Well, dude, he's like the most famous serial killer.
But to be offered what we just talked about, a great diner last
But
meal.
also, dude, you did so much fucked up shit, and this is like your. Why would you say no?
Yeah, the last thing you could possibly enjoy.
And also, the government.
because it's
or-
not like he was guilty,
But
but it's
also-
not like he felt guilty
But also,
about
the
it.
government is like saying, "What do you want?"
Yeah.
This is your last chance to be like, "I'm a human." You know,
True,
it's-
yeah.
everything else leading up to this point, you're getting punished and all
Yeah,
this shit.
you are
obviously
an
you did
inmate.
fucked up things, but it's like no,
Right before you
get
die.
you get to feel
Yeah.
alive with food. And food, I don't know how you guys feel, but food makes me feel alive.
That's pretty much the last thing I
Yeah.
need. Yeah.
It is crazy.
Food
Yeah.
and drink, that's
Yeah.
my favorite things in life. Like,
All right. For the next one, we got Velma Barfield, later dubbed the Death Row Granny,
okay.
was the first woman to be executed by lethal injection in 1984. All right. And her last meal choice was cheese doodles and a can of Coca-Cola.
Cheese, what, or cheese
Cheese
like
doodles are
cheese
like
and
a thicker Cheeto, like more Cheeto puff.
Okay.
I would imagine.
And then a can of Coca-Cola. Okay.
Not
Not
horrible.
bad. Not bad. But that's
'Cause,
not
like-
a meal. That's a snack.
Yeah. Like,
The perfect cheese curd and the perfect Triscuit
we're not
would
talking
be...
cheese curd, though. We're talking like cheese.
But I'm saying, like, that would be my perfect meal.
I would say,
so,
like-
and that's like a comfort food. Maybe that was like a comfort food for her.
Sure, but this is so like this. Like I imagine it's like cheese puffs in a college dorm.
I will
room.
say, like, if I was able to, obviously start with a joint.
yeah,
But then I would.
Obviously.
But then I would like to smoke a cigarette.
I could see that being nice. The last thing you do,
Like
It
I
makes me
finish
feel
my meal,
icky.
a cigarette and coffee at the end.
I finish my meal. I'm super stuffed, and then I light a light blue American Spirit with a coffee, and then I go, I'm ready. Like get halfway through the cigarette, and then just let it keep smoking, and then get on the chair,
if we're talking,
and then I can watch the smoke going while I get zapped.
if we're talking
Yeah.
honest last meals, I would love to be allowed to have a gun and one bullet in it.
So you're in control.
If I could kill myself during my last meal, that would be ideal.
I'd rather eat the meal. I'd rather
no,
eat the
I'm
meal.
saying during it instead of lethal injection. If I get it, I'd be like, done, pop.
No, I'd rather have someone else do it.
Really?
I'd-
I think smoking a
Me
cigarette,
too.
having a scotch, and like a 38 snub nose.
But what
that's
if-
the perfect gun to kill yourself with.
But what if you had a cigarette and a scotch, and you're
and,
drinking,
and someone with a
and
rifle behind
somebody
me.
shot you?
Nah, I'd want.
You'd rather pull the trigger?
I want to put the period on my life. That would be so
But
satisfying to me.
The fact that you're in death row means that you've done so much fucked up shit.
Sure,
A
yes.
lot of these people are so fucked up. That's why their meals suck.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
yeah.
you know, a lot of people meals don't matter to them because nothing matters to them.
James Edward Smith requested a lump of dirt.
What? It's his last meal.
He was executed in Texas in June of 1990. He takes the prize of the strangest last meal request, a lump of dirt. See, now me
Yes.
saying the electric chair, not a horrible idea.
See, that's what I'm saying. Is like a lot of people don't care about anything because
it's-
they're so fucked up.
Since it was not a
Well,
list
because
of
also
approved
nothing
food.
matters when you're dying.
Yeah, but I'd rather enjoy.
Yeah, like it's your last thing. It's something that I don't believe unless you have like a weird medical thing with your tongue, everyone enjoys food.
Yeah.
That is something
Like
you
even
can
when you're
enjoy.
old, like it's
Yeah.
like, oh, I love fucking
Yes.
ice cream or
it's
a cigarette.
it's always a treat.
yeah.
So instead of the lump of dirt, he was given yogurt.
What? That's
Shitty
not,
last meal.
dude. So we requested dirt and they got yogurt.
Yeah.
I would fucking kill myself. Oh, he died.
He couldn't, yeah. All right, next we got Teresa Lewis. Became the first woman to be executed by lethal injection in Virginia in almost a century. She conspired to kill her stepson and her husband.
Oh yeah, but she didn't actually.
I assume she did if she got death row. But her last meal was, again, fried chicken. So
Okay.
great start.
Yep.
Sweet peas. I've never personally gotten into it.
But corn is the Iowa sweet pea.
Peas aren't as good as
No,
corn.
peas
I
are-
get it, though.
I would
I've
always
had
go
plenty
corn
of-
over peas.
I've
but
had
yes.
plenty of sweet peas. Yeah.
Sweet corn is.
Dr. Pepper.
Ooh, 23.
Not bad.
I like Dr Pepper.
Yeah. And then a German chocolate cake. Great.
Valid.
a good soda. Dr Pepper is one of the best.
I would
sodas.
take that.
And then a German chocolate cake is a special kind of
Especially
good
because
chocolate cake.
the Dr Pepper would accent the. Yeah.
Absolutely. No, they all go together.
Yeah.
also,
that's-
just like fried chicken.
Not bad.
Fried chicken's always a good choice.
They're all missing the cheese and butter element, though.
Yeah, that's
That's
why. That's
so
why
good
The
of
Hawaiian
last
roll,
meal.
dude.
Hawaiian roll is the last bite,
I'm
not
a carb.
bad.
I'm a carb guy.
Yeah.
Like, I like bread. Ooh, a French bread with brie. Yeah, well, I'm getting fucking hung. Thinking
Well, you
about-
didn't right after this.
I'm getting hung thinking about this.
Next up, we got Philip Workman. I don't know how many of these we got, but I'm going to do all of them.
Let's do them. Might as
Was
well.
put to death in May 2009 in Nashville for the murder of a police officer.
Yikes!
He was denied a final meal.
You're able to get denied a final meal.
That fucking
I think I knew
sucks.
that.
So
But-
if you're bad enough, you can't get a meal.
I guess killing a cop, but also Ted Bundy killed 30 women.
Yes, but he
I
got
guess I'm not comparing lives, but
No, but I'm
still,
just saying, like-
it's a numbers game.
Yeah, but like at a certain point, like if you're good, like, that's weird.
Yeah.
So he's on the list though for not.
So he was denied a final meal himself, but he requested that vegetarian pizzas be donated to the homeless people in the area.
Lame.
What is his morals?
Yeah, what?
Lame.
Also,
So he wanted to support.
give the homeless and meat lovers. God damn it.
I bet you give him a.
You dickhead.
I bet you.
I want them to chew,
Yeah, but
but,
maybe-
not get as much substance.
No, but
out
maybe
of
he
it.
did it on purpose because he's a fucking shithead. You know, maybe he thought
I
it
wouldn't blame-
maybe
that-
he thought it was funny.
That-
You know, if you're a fucking piece of shit murderer,
Philip Borgman, yes. All right. Ooh, this next one seems like a real winner. Lawrence Russell Brower.
I love the full name, dude.
He was the one that required inmates to lose their privileges to choose their own final supper in Texas.
What? So his meal
This
lost.
doesn't list the crimes he committed to get this, but his final meal was 2 chicken fried steaks with gravy and sliced onions. Great start.
Chicken fried steak. Great.
Yeah.
Not my favorite version, but not
I would
bad.
eat it. Not
I get it.
I do.
Yes.
Yeah, not bad.
A triple patty bacon cheeseburger.
I would
Oh,
also
triple
eat
patty?
that.
Where it's just meat and cheese.
You're
I
just
would also
you're
eat
slurping.
that.
just
You're
juice. Yes.
God, that's so much.
A cheese omelet with ground beef, tomatoes,
Yeah.
onions, bell peppers, and jalapenos. I
An
did not think about a
omelet.
spicy factor for
An
this.
Yeah.
omelet.
A
Incredible.
spicy last meal might be a winner too. A bowl of fried okra with ketchup. I don't know.
I don't know what okra is, but
But so far, I
It's-
trust his
but
judgment.
also
It's seafood.
I get why he's.
No, okra's a vegetable, I think.
I get why he got to. I get
think
why
you're
he
right.
ruined the food element because he ordered everything.
And we are not even halfway through.
oh damn!
1 pound of barbecued meat with a half loaf of white bread.
Yeah.
Great.
Valid.
If I like brisket and
So
a side
he
of
like
toast.
he got all this.
Yeah, I think so. I
And
think
it's just
after
on a
this was the
table?
change, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. You take a few bites of everything.
3 fajitas.
yeah.
Don't need 3.
No, but that's
No.
that's the point though.
My
Your last meal.
No, I would like to
Give me
change my
6,
last
baby.
meal.
Chicken,
you
steak,
give me
and
you
beef.
give me a cheese chimichanga
Chimichanga, okay.
and then like rice and beans.
Okay, pretty good.
Perfect.
Pretty good.
Perfect.
A meat lover's pizza. On top of all of that.
Oh my god.
So now we're getting redundant.
Yeah, exactly.
Pizza does not
This
add
is-
any to this.
This is why he.
1
ruined-
pint of Bluebell ice cream.
Yep.
Ice cream would for sure be in my final thing.
But like, what's
Doesn't say what.
Bluebell? Probably vanilla. I'm guessing.
A slab of peanut butter fudge with crushed peanuts.
Damn.
That's specific, but I could see it being
he took
good.
one bite of everything.
And then 3 root beers.
Yeah.
Dude,
3.
This guy.
No, valid.
This guy.
Valid.
This
so
guy-
like water, but like also that.
This guy abused the system.
Here's the kicker. Brewer reportedly didn't eat anything from the list,
He ordered.
claiming he wasn't hungry. Fucking dickhead.
Oh my god. That's
What did he do?
that's also a
I'll have to
power.
look him up separately.
That's also a power play, dude. You order all that specifically.
Yeah,
and then,
that
but like if
sucks.
he raped a bunch of women, shitty.
still
no, but he's
a
on death
note
row.
to go
no,
off
no,
on.
no matter what he did, like rape, murder, whatever. He's on death row.
Yeah, enjoy the last thing. Don't just be a dickhead to your final
no,
thing.
No, but he did it on purpose because that's how fucked up these people are. And he didn't eat any of it.
that fucking sucks.
Dude, that's actually
wasn't hungry.
That's a power play.
it is. Yeah, and
Like,
he's
dude,
he
just goes-
ruined
he goes,
Last Supper
"Yep,
for everybody.
Yep, this is mine. And then they quit doing it.
God, I'm having trouble finding the exact one. All right. Lawrence Russell Brewer was a white supremacist who was convicted of murdering James Bird, a black man. Bird was tied to a truck
What are you
bumper
laughing?
with a 20.
Don't- he's just
Oh,
laughing at
shit. Oh, no. This guy did a horrible murder. Jesus Christ. He tied a black man. You really don't want to be joking around during this description. All right, so Lawrence Russell Brewer was a white supremacist who murdered James Bird in 1998. Bird was tied to a truck bumper with a 20-foot chain and left for dead 3 miles later. And that was his last meal. So that was a white supremacist, which you think they would be the dickheads who at least eat all the shit.
Yeah, you think they would abuse the hell out of shit, but but he did abuse the hell of it without using any. Like he ordered it, so they had to
So
pay
much
for
good
it.
shit, yeah.
Dude, what a so
And that
is
is the last
he's
on
a
my
piece-
list,
He's
yeah.
a piece of shit, dude.
Oh, mainly the hate crimes level, but also let's throw in the last meal level.
Yeah, it's fucked up that you do so much shit and then they're just like, you get a last meal.
Yeah,
I
and
feel
then he
at a
gets
certain-
that.
I feel like at a certain point,
But
it's-
also, he's the one who ruined that for Texas.
yeah, but I feel like at a certain point, it's like, oh, you were still fucked up. You don't get anything.
Right, yeah.
Like I feel like at a certain Ted Bundy shouldn't have got a final meal.
Well, he denied his final meal at least.
Yeah, but he was able to order it.
Well, no, they gave him one. I don't know if he ate it.
Yeah, like
That was just the diner meal.
well, that has been on a bummer note. We started off on a bummer note. We're ending on a bummer note.
Email us your final meals at moistmondaypodcast@gmail.com.
On a higher note, let's hear your final meals.
And I'll try and like really figure out mine. Like what would truly all be in it.
I'm happy with mine.
I think I'm happy with mine now.
But also, there's probably things I'm missing out on.
Right, yeah,
and
exactly.
I would love to have like fresh fruit, like
Yeah.
fresh pineapple and all that stuff. Yeah, it'd be fucking dope. Salmon, pretty good. There's
Final
a
meal
lot of
pretty
great
good?
foods,
Yeah.
dude.
What's your final meal?
Well, I already said it.
Oh well, yeah. I'm saying like salmon. Would it make the cut?
Probably.
Okay.
I love salmon. Make sure you follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and Threads. Moist Monday Podcast. Send us an email, moistmondaypodcast@gmail.com, with your thoughts, feelings, reactions to your last meal, and also to Total Recall, because you could win a pint glass.
You sure could.
Which, is it made yet, Jacob?
No, my parents are on a Disney cruise currently. I told you about it last week. We had to make sure that they weren't pro swingers. So they are now in Europe on a Disney
And
cruise.
swinging with other parents.
Yep.
Excited to hear about that when they get back. Can't wait to have Ann on the podcast. Make
do
sure
it.
you rate us on 5 stars on all the podcast apps. And
Recommend us to a friend.
subscribe to us on YouTube. Moist Monday Podcast on
Goodbye.
YouTube.com.
Nope.
I mean, that is it.
Now you can, yeah.
Izzy's done with this episode.
And we hope you are too.
She live here. She was have to go home.
It's just the other room.
She lives here. Bye, everybody. Thanks for hanging out.
All right. Love you, bud.
Love you too. Cheers.
Dry bones, lazy bones, big bones, dance around in your bones.
You should get back into magic. I enjoyed that version of you.
You should.
No joke.
You started?
That's awesome.
I have
You should
4
talk to Luke about
I
it.
have 4 decks of cards right next to my computer.
Yeah.
And I've been just getting into like while I'm editing, shuffling them.
Hell yeah.
Getting it back. I haven't learned tricks yet, but I'm getting back into the card
Right.
formation.
Hell
That's
yeah.
really cute.
Because I'm really good at like I play card games a ton. I can deal so fast.
Sure.
Because I know how to do it.
And you were pretty good at the speaking part too, because you knew like where like the faults were. Like
Yeah.
if it changes here, you knew how to adapt. Because you were into that in high school.
Oh, I started in junior high.
I enjoyed-
remember doing street magic in junior high in
Yeah.
in the hallways.
Well, that's
Which
why,
is crazy.
that's why I brought you to the magic convention.